Hmm. Hello, guys. Hello, replay watchers. You are who is with me right now. If you do not see a red live box up in this corner, then this is a replay and you have missed me. But that's okay because we are going to have some awesome readings here tonight, and you get a chance to hear a message all your own because the energy patterns hit us all. Okay, eventually they do. I'll tell you what, and sometimes spirit will speak to you about something that you're going through, even if you are not. So I thank you guys for joining me. Let me just jump into my secondary device here. Let's see. I want to be about there. Let me sip my water too. Hi guys. What's up, marijuana? How's it going? Having a nice Friday night? I see you. Hello, hello. Let me just figure out what I'm up to here on my secondary moment, friends. Gonna share this where it needs to go. Say all the things. And I do have a list that is already started, guys. Take a look at the ticker. Okay, this is gonna tell you what's going on tonight while I do all of this other stuff, okay? Uh, Hi, guys. I see you there. Thank you for being here with me. Give me just a moment. I'm just doing all the technicals that I need to do. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. And then my phone wants to kick me out of what I'm doing. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Lori. Hello, Sun on YouTube. Hello, hello, guys. Thank you for being here with me today. Give me just one moment. I'm getting to be where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Grab your beverage, get yourself comfortable. We're going to have an awesome evening tonight. I just know it. I just know it. Can you believe this? I'm super stoked. Do you see what I see right over here? The things I have to keep straight on my brain. All the things I have to keep straight. Oh, and it looks like sound is great. That's fantastic. Carla Trousdale, thank you for those stars, honey. I do receive 1 penny per star. They all add up, and it makes a difference in my life. So thank you so much, Carla, for those stars. Um, hi, Carol. Hi, Amber. Yes, so glad to see everyone. Am I having issues? No. Yes. No. Hi, Tori. So glad to see everyone joining in. Let me just jump over here because I want to make sure I'm saying hello to everyone. Good, everything's good. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. So welcome, 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 friends. Welcome if you are new to me or new to my page. My name is Heidi Corona. Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi is the name that I go by. Tonight I am going to be doing some free and paid readings, okay? But I am aligned with love and light and God, and I am here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So I thank you so much for allowing me to be of service today and in this way for you guys. I do have a list that's already started. So, if you're following my page or if you're in my vibe tribe, you would already know what my options are for tonight. I will be doing free readings as drawn by spirit. However, if you are moved to donate in exchange for a certain spread that I am offering, then that would put you on the guaranteed reading list to get a guaranteed reading on this live video today. Okay, so my options tonight are 10, 15, and $20 options. Okay, so the $10 option is a 3 card snapshot for the week ahead, your energy versus energy to have a smoother week. Okay, the $15 option is a new spread. I sat down and I looked at my spreads. I was like, "What spreads?" And I was, like, kind of a little bit bored with the spread, so I was like, "Spirit, what is needed right now?" You know, because the energy patterns change, so what is needed right now? So I created 2 new spreads today. We have a 5-card spread, which is the 5 high, that's what I named it, 5 high, because it's 5 of your greatest and highest good, okay? So 5 of your high and 5 high. And, the first card is going to be what could you stand to let go of the highest good, okay? This is real stuff, guys. Don't ask if you don't wanna know. The second card is your current energy. Okay, the third card is going to be what is real. The fourth card is what should you lean into, and then the fifth card is your best next steps. Okay, and that's at the highest good. So that would be your $15 option. The $20 option is 7 cards for clarity. So the first card starts with your problem or issue. Okay, so what is an issue or a problem that you have in your life? All right, that'll be your first card. The second card will cross it, and it will be something that it's kind of clinging to this problem or what it may have to do with where the energy might be stuck. Okay, the third card is going to be your position. Hold on. Mhm. Hold on, guys. Sound is better on YouTube? Oh, no. Is it messed up on Facebook? Oops. I'm streaming through, Restream, so it should be the same quality across the board. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. That makes a difference. Okay, so, let's see here with the 7 cards for clarity spread, 7 for clarity. This is a $20 spread. You're gonna get 7 cards. The first card immediately dives into what is a problem or an issue that you may be dealing with in some area of your life, okay? And the second card is what is clean for that, what is the stuck energy around that. The third card is your position. Where do you stand? How do you feel? Okay, the fourth card is what's going on in your day today. The fifth card is your potential course of action, but the sixth card is what is blocking you from taking that action. And then the second card is the spiritual guidance about how to proceed. So those are my 10, 15, and $20 options tonight. I do thank those who have donated. Let me tell you where I'm at on the list. So everyone knows. Am I making too much, like, background noise? Is that why it's cutting me out? Yeah, I can hear what you guys are saying. It's like bubbles. That's so good. Come on. Yeah, I can hear what you guys are saying. It's like bubbles. That's no good, no good. Here, I'm gonna try to stay close to it, okay? I know sometimes I move around a lot, so I'm gonna try to stay close to it. Yeah, if I'm closer, it's better. I don't know what changed. There should be nothing, but who knows? Spirit's in the house with us, man. We will do our best tonight. I thank you guys. So let's go over this list real quick. Okay, I'll do my best to face it. And honestly, listen, that's probably like, spirit that is spirit's message to me, okay, because I do have an issue holding still. I have an issue maintaining the same, closeness to my mic and the same volume and these kinds of things, and that is part of my grooming process is that, I need to calm down and to present myself a bit more smoothly, in this way. So this is probably spirit just reminding me here. Thank you. Yes, so my list here now. Terry P, I've got you down. She's first. As these people are here, if you're not here, I'm gonna skip over you and I'm gonna read for someone who is here. Okay, so let's say that. Oh no. Right. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't want to drop it and then try to come back. Should I? Let's think about this. Let me tell you where you're at on the list, okay? Terry Pierce, Shawnee, Carla Trousdale, Carol King, Lorraine Canelos, Anna. That is who I have on my guaranteed list. I currently have 6 people on my guaranteed list that are guaranteed a reading on this live video. I will not leave until I read for the people who donate. It's fine. Thank you. Good. So that is basically the order in which I will read, unless those people are not here, and I will skip over them and come back to them later, because if they're, I'd rather them be present, and if they're not going to be present, then they can find theirs at the end of the video. It has happened. It's still valuable. All right, so let's just take a pause. Everything's good. I shouldn't shut it down. Let's cleanse the energy. Maybe that'll help. Spirit, oh spirit, please step in with us tonight. Of the greatest and highest good of all, help me to be a clear channel, clarity and healing, and whatever else may be needed. And please, please help with our technical issues. Of the greatest and highest good spirit. Now, look, I am so excited because tonight I'm going to be doing the readings with the Light Seers Tarot. However, oh, look at that. I dropped one. I am glad for you to just hang out and chill, Danielle. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? That's awesome. I have people that I just hang out and watch because I enjoy watching them, and it's nice, and it's like watching TV. You know what I mean? So I don't mind one bit if you just tune in to watch, even a replay or whatever, because spirit wants to speak to many, and the energy patterns hit us all. And let your ears perk up, man. Listen with an open heart and take what resonates, and leave the rest for others. That is truly how spirit wants to speak to many, especially if you cannot afford a reading. But that's not just the case, because sometimes I do amazing readings for free all the time, like all the time. Tonight I am accepting donations. Not every night I do. However, I will be doing free readings as drawn by spirit, and those readings will most definitely be just as valuable. Hi, Gail. Hi, Kathleen Connor. Hi, Aubrey Lynn. Love to you, Carolyn. I see you guys all here. I'm trying to stay away. See, I've got to keep an eye on the Facebook because I can see your stars on Facebook on this device. But up here, I'm seeing all the comments from YouTube. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. Now, listen, guys, have you heard my Insta story? The only other time I went live on Instagram, it didn't end very well for me. I mean, I just did a quick card, the only person that showed up was my mortal enemy, and I was like, "What the F? How come she's on my Instagram?" So I wrapped everything up, and closed it out and unfriended her. That because I'm a real human person and I have boundaries, you know what I'm saying? I can. I don't have to pretend we're fake friends to pull it off for social niceness or whatever it is. I'm like, I don't have to. So let's talk about this. The Light Seers Tarot tonight, and do you know what this is in my hands, in my bare hands? Breathe with me now. This has been it's just under 2 years in the making, my own real life Oracle card deck. And we are going to use this tonight. And I will tell you guys what. They are identical size and shape to the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to shuffle them together, and I'm going to do all the readings with both decks together. And I am so jazzed and stoked about this. Like, you couldn't even tell because, like, I seem so calm. Earlier today, I was jumping out of my seat like, "Oh my god, this is fantastic. I'm so excited." But I don't wanna, like, hoot your ears off, because I do get real excited. And I'm really excited to use my own oracle deck in conjunction with Chris Ann's fantastic kick-ass Light Seers Tarot. Like, you guys, I believe these readings are gonna be off the chain. I do. So let me just shuffle them together because I actually have tiny hands, so this is a little challenging for me. Okay, let's do this. And I'm not reading any reversals tonight because I truly deeply feel that even just in the tarot alone, there are sufficient amounts of cards that you don't have to read reversals if you don't want to. And I feel like with both of these decks combined, most definitely I will not be reading reversals. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the love. I do appreciate you guys very, very much. Yes, I know it. I'm going to be shipping the cards very soon. Well, the post office is closed now, but next week after the holiday, obviously, I will be hitting the post office So those of you who have already pre-ordered your decks, let's talk about this. Those who have already pre-ordered their real life Oracle decks will expect them next week. I will be shipping next week, so expect them. Oh, unless you're like a little further out, you know what I mean? But I will be hitting the post office with them next week. I will be in your DMs with our tracking info wherever we've been communicating about this. That's where you will find me. Okay. And I will let you know exactly what's going on with that. Now, if you would like to look at this, I'm not extra. I got extras, guys. Oh, thank you, Spirit, right? This is a real thing. I created this Oracle deck, and now you guys can use it. So if you would like to purchase your own Oracle deck from me, that'll be $50 plus shipping. $50 plus shipping to get that. If you'd like to do that, you can purchase it on my shop at HeidiCorona.shop, or you can message me directly. Super stoked. Let's use them tonight regardless. Okay, so yes, I do have a list. Now let's just see. Is Terry here? Terry was the first person to donate. You guys jumped on this early, man. Oop, am I doing it again? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's no good. Don't twist where it's not supposed to twist. Don't mess it up. Maybe it's this. Hold on, guys. You know what? I had to move my laptop and I had to pull my cord. So maybe the cord is this better? My sound's a little different. Thank you, Karma, for letting me know. See, there's a in the comments. So now I've fiddled with it a bit, and I'm waiting for you guys to say something because there's a delay in the comments. So let me know if this may be better potentially because I jiggled the cords, right? That's how I fix things sometimes. It's worse, son of a gun. That's not good. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let's pin this, fix that, and make sure this is Hmm, worse, choppy. Check it out. I wonder if I can just switch my mic right here on the live. It's worse. Son of a worse, choppy. Yeah, check it is. Hell no. No one wants to listen to me like that, right? It's worse. Son of a worse. Now it's better. I'm not gonna touch it. You guys just let me know. I'm not gonna touch it. You just let me know. I'll wait. There's a delay in the comments. That's better when I lean forward closer to the mic. Oh boy. So maybe Heidi needs to get a new mic. And that could be in the future here. Hmm. It's okay. Hmm. Okay, if it's better, I will proceed. Is Terry here? If Terry's not here, I'm moving along and I'll just come back to her. No way. Hold on. Marijuana, Ivana, wait, Sevic. You know it. What's your question, marijuana? You know I gotta answer your question. Will you want a reading, please? You have a certain question? You want me just to give you a quick message, honey? Marijuana. I did not say your name correctly. I'm sure of that. But you know who you are, and spirit knows who you are. Is your dad with you? Absolutely, honey. If your father is in spirit, he's most definitely with you. The love bond that the two of you share is never broken, not even by death. Okay. And as I say this, my chest is just hurting, my chest is burning. I wonder, honey, if your dad may have had some kind of an issue. My heart hurts. There may be a heart attack, heart condition, but I also feel like, you know, dad may have had some kind of struggles with, like I'm coming back to this kind of addictions or substance abuse problems, bad patterns of behavior, these kinds of things that dad may have struggled with in life. This is the one for you. Look, I got you a Talking to Heaven card from James Von Prague, sweetheart, and I'm just diving in with you real quick, honey. Spirit knows who you are. Your father is very present in your heart. I'm gonna read it for you from the book because he knows exactly what it says. And my sound is choppy again. I really hope the replay will be okay. And after this reading, I'm gonna try to swap this over, all right? I'm gonna see if it'll let me, but I wanna give you your card regardless, okay? From your dad in spirit. It is not your fault. please do me a really big favor. Stop beating yourself up thinking that you caused my death or were in some way responsible for it. You were not. It's so hard from the earthly level to understand the spiritual elements of life. No matter what you think you could have done or should have done, I would have left anyway. I am releasing you of any responsibility for my leaving. Please let go of any guilt. It will make us both feel better. The universe is perfect in its makeup, and what we think is a coincidence is just God's way of remaining anonymous. Trust me, be kind to yourself, knowing that what I share with you is true. And honey, as I read that, I feel like my chest is burning with him. So some kind of an issue there, most definitely. But he really wants you to move forward with no guilt because he says ultimately parents are supposed to go first. And there's nothing that you did or didn't do that should have changed a thing. Everything happens for a reason. Like the card says, although we don't understand it now, and he really wants you to reconnect with, is it your mother? There's another important female in your life. Oh boy, I'll fix this. Let me see if I can. Uh, is that any better, guys? Did it sound any better? I just swapped mics, I think. Heck no. That's way worse. Nope. I think it's Restream, guys. I don't think it's me then. Let's see. Yeah, I really think it's Restream. I'll stick close to it, okay? Thank you for hanging in here with me. Is this tolerable? Tolerable. Let's say this. Is there anyone who is tuning in? Seems better. Okay, I need to know if anyone's tuning in on YouTube or Instagram because if I do shut this down because Restream is not functioning, then I can only go live in one place, and that would be Facebook. 13 people, 13. Yeah, we're all on Facebook. We're good. Sorry, Insta. Sorry, YouTube. Staying right here. Son of a gun, they want to keep me still settled in, right? Marijuana. Dad wants you to smooth out that communication with the important female in your life. All right, maybe more than one. There may have been some kind of an estrangement or distance put on between you guys. It may have nothing to do with him, okay, but he knows and he loves you, so he wants me to bring that to you, sweetheart. He has never left your side. He's kind of like a guardian angel, but he's like still a person, so, and he says he's totally not peeking over your shoulder and reading your mind, so don't feel like that's the case, like, ooh, he sees me naked in the bathroom, like it's not like that. He respects your privacy. You're a grown-up person now, and he respects all of your boundaries, okay? And maybe more so than he would have when he was living, okay? I just wanna give you that as well, but beautiful energy, lots of love toward you, alright? And I'm getting a G, like a G, it sounds like a last name actually, like a Gutierrez or something, I'm not sure, honey, but a G name, and a lot of smiles. Wow, he is just, very, very smiling at you, and I can see his hair is a little bit long, right? And he's got it combed back, but he kinda has this horseshoe here, okay? And his glasses are on, and his nose is a bit rounded. I see his face is just smiling, just beaming at you towards the love for his family that's still here living in the flesh. He says, live your life. Go live your life. Don't worry about me. I'm okay now. That's what I have for you. I'm gonna leave all of his love with you, honey. Okay. Now, I don't believe that Terry is here. Thank you for those stars, Laura. All of the people on my guaranteed list have donated across the ticker. You can see what the options are tonight and what my donation links are. Let me drop these in. Options, 10, 15, $20 options tonight. And I'm going to get started. And hold on, these are my donation links. I believe you can click them right from the comments there. You may not. I don't know. Let's see. You're welcome. Thank you. Shawnee, are you here? I believe you already popped in earlier, but I've been talking for a minute. So Shawnee, are you here? Yes. This is the order of my list. I have Terry, Shawnee, Carla, Carol, Lorraine, Anna. That's the guaranteed list right now. Shawnee, you're here. Okay, Shawnee, very excited to do the very first. You're gonna try out the new spread. So Shawnee, yes, I did, Lily Paw. Thank you so much for that, honey. Hey, what you doing, Bill? My dog's in here all interested. That's weird. All right, Shawnee, I'm gonna go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only, Shawnee. Shawnee's gonna have the 5 high, which are 5 for her highest good. All right, let's see, spirit. See, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at this. Can you see those? Kind of. Kind of. All right. This is an 18 and over broadcast, guys, because I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things, okay? But I do appreciate you liking and following my page and sharing this video. And if you would like to connect with me in a private session, that is always an option. That is always an option. So, Shawnee, I'm with you, darling. So, okay, let's go with your current energy here. Okay, current energy is Major Arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Okay, this is like a fantastic card. Okay, the Emperor is slightly detached. He's a little bit, removed from the situation, if you will. He's more stoic, more reserved, kind of a lone wolf, if you will. He listens to his spirit whispers. Now, what I need to say about the Emperor is that he leads by example. He is successful and wants others to be successful as well. So he leads with that in mind. Let me show you the way. I want you to do well too, because when we're all doing good, then the individual is also doing well, right? It's not just about there's no I in team. That's what I feel here, Shawnee, very much in your energy is that there is no I in team and you want everyone to succeed. And sometimes that might baffle you because the steps that you have taken to better yourself or better your life are not necessarily the same steps that work for those other people, or maybe they don't want to take them. You know what I mean? Oh, good for you. That's great. I really hope that, that works out. Maybe I'll try that. Sure. And it's all empty words or whatever. Anyway, you're doing great with that energy, I love it. I wanna say choppy again, okay, I gotta be close, like this. Thank you for letting me know. I do not know what in the world is going on. I really apologize for the sound quality tonight, guys, I really don't know. I really, really don't know. I'll stay close again, I forget, see how I forget? And I just move around and do all things? Okay. So Shawnee, now, I want to say that the emperor, he didn't get there, like, he wasn't born into this, okay? You might be thinking this here, "Oh, that guy, he's just a lucky guy, he's so rich or whatever." It's not like that. He's been through his own struggles and hardships and challenges, but he climbed the ladder to his success, okay? And he no longer has to fuss or muss so much about those day-to-day stressors or worries. He's looking towards the future with clarity, with peace, with hope, with contentment, knowing that, like, I can sustain my empire, if you will. Okay. Now, what is, something that you could stand to let go of the greatest and highest good? Fury. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read the back of this card for you, darling. This is from my own real life oracle deck, Fury. Unchecked negative emotions can roll around inside of us and cause us to eventually erupt. The trigger is irrelevant. The eruption is a reaction. The volcano of fury is still actively roiling inside of you. Spirit is calling you to be proactive and pencil in some alone time ASAP to move through these feelings in your own healthy way. Cry in the shower, scream into your pillow, go for a run, use a punching bag, clean like crazy, or write everything out and burn the paper to rid yourself forever. It's a choice to be proactive instead of reactive. So this is something that you could stand to let go of, as the card indicates here, is that sometimes, we feel angry. That's legitimate, okay? Even the most calm and peaceful and happy-go-lucky person can get mad, all right? Sometimes we do get our feelings hurt, and then we don't say anything about it, and we just keep it inside, and it kind of rolls around, and then something else happens, and we don't say anything either because it's really not a big deal, and we can get over it, and we just kind of let that add. And eventually, so many things have been added to that mix that it's toxic inside and it just wants to, blah. Well, you know what? I'm mad about this, that, the other thing. I can't stand that you hurt my feelings these times and that other time and 3 weeks ago. And then this day on Tuesday at 12 o'clock. All these things, right, can just come out and it's triggered. It's a reaction that's triggered. So, Spirit is saying that you have power and control over your feelings and about how you let them out and when you let them out. It's up to you. Like the card indicates, pencil in some alone time to really feel mad, to really feel angry, to find that clarity so that you know what exactly you wanna do and how you wanna handle this, because I do feel like some of the scenarios that are pushing your buttons require more than just writing and burning. You know what I mean? It requires putting your foot down and speaking up in a healthy way, like, "Hey, I'm not okay with this kind of whatever any longer. In fact, I'm gonna pull away. I'm gonna distance myself, whatever." But we think, "Oh, I'll keep this inside. I'll move through it. I'll get over it," right? And all that get over it ends up coming out in an argument or some kind of way. So, it is in the greatest and highest good to let go of the fury in your. Hi, guys. Is Gina here? Hi, Gina. I don't know if she's here, darling. She's traveling right now, like, literally traveling. Okay, so let's get here. Now, what is real? What is real, Shawnee? You've got Major Arcana card number 5, the Hierophant. So what is real is the spiritual path that you are on, the journey of happiness, enlightenment, whatever it is for you. You're climbing your own ladder, and it's you and you alone that knows what drives you, what pushes you forward, what propels you, what kinds of things are your motivations and ambitions, and more so than what do you walk toward, right? What is that? Only Shawnee knows, and that's what makes you smile and light up and glow. That's what's real. What's real is your connection with spirit. What's real is what you find in your prayer, in your heart of hearts, in your soul. You know what feels good to you, and you know what feels a little off or a little wrong. That's why it rubs you the wrong way. And we can't change people, but we can change our interaction with them, the way we'll relate to them altogether. So what should you lean into of the greatest and highest good at this time? Major Arcana card number 7, the Chariot, and the Chariot is about movement. It's about picking the direction that you want to go in and doing it for the sake of seeing the black and the white of the past, of the present, and knowing that this stagecoach is yours alone and you get to decide where you're headed, right? This way, where you're headed. You get to decide who comes along. You get to decide where to place your time, effort, your energy. The chariot is also a call for, if not physical movement, a physical journey of travel. This is a spiritual journey, and remember what is real here, honey. Shawnee, your spirituality is what's real. It's something to really embrace, right? The higher learning, the higher knowledge that you're attempting to unlock is going to take you to great places, and sometimes those are deeper places where you find more clarity. And clarity is a touch of a scary word at times because clarity causes you to feel more than detached from your environment. I don't feel so calm and collected. You push my buttons. Why? Because the light within you is illuminating something that's meant to be addressed. It doesn't feel good. But recognizing your power there is most definitely where your greatest benefit can be found, okay? So, your best next step, Shawnee, major arcana card number 14, the Temperance, and I need to say to you, you got 3 major arcana cards. Thank you. I can't help it. I don't know what to do, guys. I appreciate those who are hanging in with me. Shawnee, you got 3 major arcana cards, which is a big deal, okay? Those aren't small. Oh, I'm sorry, you got all 4, all 4. Let's just say this, all 4 of your cards are major arcana cards. Huge happenings there with my card from my deck, which is also a huge happening, I'll just say this. Karma, uh, if you would like to donate something outside of what I have here, that would be fine. If you want something else, something specific, but the ones that I have here, um, are card readings. It's up to you. So, I mean, people donate on other lives to get a spirit message, and I don't mind, so it's up to you. Whatever. Just don't confuse me, because if you send 10, 15, or $20, I'm gonna think you want the spread. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about it. Whatever, Shawnee, best next steps, temperance. This person is an earth angel, just like you, okay? Oh, wow. Carolyn. Is it? I don't know. Is it really? I don't know what the dollar conversion is, Carolyn. I'm not sure. Um, Okay, so I'm sorry, Shawnee, I'm with you, darling. This guy's an earth angel, check him out. He is wearing regular old shoes, work boots, dirty tank top, you know what I mean? But he has angel wings and a halo. And he's balancing not just the bright, hopeful, positive optimism, but he's also balancing this darkness here. He knows that the world has both, and he's able to witness and, see the patterns and not get drawn in and not allow it to change him. He knows that everything changes and moves, and he doesn't have to get riled up. Temperance is a call for discernment, also recognizing what feels good to you and what doesn't. Sometimes that can simply put things so much into perspective, because when we look at the titles that people have in our lives, we go, "Oh, this should be a good, healthy, positive connection," right? But then when you take a look at the feelings involved and the interactions on the day to day, and you kinda piece that out apart from the title or what it should look like, right? Apart from that, when you just go by feelings, you might realize, like, "Hey, you know what? I'm outgrowing a certain connection or relationship." I realize that I'm not really happy anymore. In fact, I'm quite mad a lot more often. I'm quite triggered a lot more often than I feel like I love this connection, or than I feel loved here, or whatever this could be. This could go both ways. I mean, we mirror each other in all different connections in our lives. So I want to say to you, Shawnee, your best next step is to recognize what is, positive for you and what's not so good for you, and decide to take action in whatever way you choose. Because ultimately, sometimes we go, oh, um, let's give it another chance, or whatever this could be, and decide with your own free will to experience that path, that avenue. Okay, that's what I want to say to you. That it's about learning yourself and setting those healthy boundaries and making that time to move through those feelings in a healthy way. Shoni, I just wanna say one more thing about this fury card, okay? Sometimes we can even this, say, "Oh, this person triggers me all the time, I can't stand them, he's an asshole," right? We can say these kinds of things, and then maybe decide to go spend that hour, really getting right about what we're angry about and getting those feelings out. burning the paper, et cetera, closing those chapters and moving forward, and then realizing I feel lighter now. I feel freer now. And in fact, maybe I don't quite hate your guts. You're not quite the jerk I thought you were. I was just really touchy, edgy, sensitive, irritable, whatever this could be. Take that as it resonates. I am not saying to give anybody a free pass. I'm just saying when the dust settles with these kinds of emotions, you'll realize you're a little more open-minded, open-hearted, and so are others. Okay? So are others, Shawnee. And that is what I have for you, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from you. Find my there it is. So yeah. Nope. It's not there, Karma. Maybe they held it. Remember before? All right, let's do this. Oh, I forgot. I gotta stay back right here. Yeah, no, it didn't come through, Karma. Carla, you here, Carla? Carla. Mm-mm. Dun, 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 dun. This is what I want to say as well. Look, this is the real life Oracle deck, right? This is the original deck. This is the original deck. Look how big these cards are. They're bigger than the box. Bigger than the box of the new cards that are proper size. Proper size. No, I don't see it. How about now? Hold on. Trying to, trying to see it. Nope, nope, nothing's there. Oh, wait, hold on. It says pending, sweetie. Oh, maybe I have to yeah, I have to accept it? I replied. That's weird. It says pending. I don't know why it would say that. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, so the real life cards are regular size. Thank goodness for that, right, friends? Carla, 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 are you here? If you are not here, I will skip over to you and go to the next one. Mm, did you, Benita? I don't see anything there. My donation links are Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and I don't see anything there, honey. But the stars are also donations, yes. Carla's here. Oh, you're here. I see you now, darling. See, there's such a lag. There's such a lag. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I ain't trying to skip you, girl. I love you. I love you. Don't you worry. Okay, so Carla, I am going to give you the 7 for clarity and then a talking to heaven card. Does that sound good to you, Carla? Because I know you sent in a bit of an extra donation. Carla Trousdale, I'm gonna go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest. Okay. No, Bonita, I have not gotten any donations from you. I don't think so. Carla, sounds good, thank you. Alright, so 7 for Carla. Ooh, alright. So, mm, oh, hmm. You're quite a ways down there, honey. Oh, how weird. Why is it holding these? Yeah, Bonita, I see it now, honey. Thank you so much. I don't know why it's like Cash App's being very weird. I'll put you down and I will read you guys the list right now. Thank you for your donations. Cash App is weird. I do appreciate you letting me know. Okay, so right now I'm on Carla. I also have Carol, Lorraine, Anna, Karma, Bonita, and Terry. That's the list. Thank you. Carla. So Carla, we're jumping right into the problem or the issue. Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. So the sun, Carla, is about optimism, happiness, hopefulness. You may have an issue right now. To be completely honest, this can even be going outdoors. All right, being able to move with the change of the winds. Okay, doing something different. I feel like in this card there might be like a lot of big changes here, like moving house, moving job, changing relationship, this kind of thing. I feel this here as a problem or an issue because the sun is an excellent card, but I can't enjoy things. I can't enjoy life. I can't open my arms to receive blessings. I'm tucked in my little life, my nook, my schedule, my whatever, and I'm not open to something different or an influx of positive energy. It can be that way. And it can be like, I don't deserve it. That's what's crossing you here. So what does this have to do with? What is the clinging or stuck energy? Eight of Swords, all right, my hands are tied. I feel like my circumstances are restricting me somehow from being free, from being happy. I got a lot of different things that are going on in the thoughts here, okay? And those thoughts, Carla, are your own, all right? Um, uh, Eight of Swords indicates that there are some kind of mental patterns or restrictions, things that confine us, okay? Like fears, worries, grief. Maybe things are out of our hands in some kind of an area. This person is whole and healthy and can stand up and walk away from that pattern. Okay. So I feel here that it's important to let yourself be honest about how you feel. Okay. And not force yourself to go do what is this like optional things if you're not vibing with it. Because this is a call to be authentic. I really feel this here. Um, to only engage when you feel you should authentically. Wow, I'm frozen. Am I frozen for everyone else? I'm frozen for me. Doesn't that suck? Thank you. So, I feel that this could even be kind of afraid to be seen. No, I'm not. Thank you. Thank you. Afraid to be seen or having these fears around happiness, right? I'm not allowed to be happy. You know, everyone else gets to do things and I don't, you know, and I stay in my lane and this is what it is. And I keep myself all wrapped up with these, I don't know, I feel like these are restrictions that you kind of put around yourself because you feel what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying here? Carla, your position, invested. Now is not the time to get emotional about what is going on. This card serves to remind you of certain commitments you've made. Spirit is encouraging you to remain invested in your current path. You know this is the right thing to do. Renegotiate if you must, but honor your commitments, even if it isn't fun following through with the obligations. When the opportunity arrives, you may choose not to engage in this way again. But for now, it's about acting with integrity, honoring your commitments, and doing the right thing for the sake of it. That's your position, right? I know that maybe I don't want this, but I said I would, and I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do the right thing. But listen, girl, I must tell you that like it will run its course. It has a term. You know exactly. I'm glad. It has a term. It will run its course, and you don't have to sign up for things that don't resonate with you any longer. I feel like this is something that does not resonate any longer, but you're still kind of within that time frame of commitment. And so you're like, "Ah, shit, I wish I could walk away and throw my hands in the air, get hurt, whatever this could be, right?" But instead, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do the right thing and follow this through. But I feel like that could be part of what like this is, you know what I mean? And I wanna say that you're allowed to make changes, like, that's huge, you're allowed to make changes. Who cares how old you are? Who cares how long you've been doing something? If you decide right here now and today that that is no longer to your liking or preference, then by God, let it change and then live that life of authenticity, okay? Whatever it may be. I really feel this here, like, I really wanna tell you that. Now on the day-to-day energies, you got major arcana card number 6, the Lovers. So I'd be like, "Woo, Carla's in the romance. Girl, what's going on? Okay, maybe you are, in that dating scene. Maybe you have love on the brain, love on the heart." This could also have to do with thinking about your husband in spirit. He is one of those lovers. He is one of those soulmates and partners that love that love bond never dies. It never goes away. It never disappears. This is someone who will love and support you in every way. And this in your day to day now, honey, are you seeing someone? Look at us, we're flip-flopping now. Are you seeing someone? We've talked about this privately. I'm not warning you or anything else, but I'm just saying the fact that the lovers came out, like, is she seeing someone right now? Could this be that person? No, you're not. Okay, in the day-to-day. So be open to, I'm not saying go start dating people, but love yourself the way you expect a lover to love you. Treat yourself the way you expect to be treated in or out of a relationship. Give to yourself in those ways to create that kind of pattern and openness in your life, and I feel like he is most definitely wrapped all around you in spirit as you do these things. Um, I feel like he wants to tickle you. I don't know what this is, honey. Maybe your nose is tickly. Maybe has your nose been, like, tickly, like, "I think I'm gonna sneeze, but then I don't sneeze?" Pay attention to that. I feel like that's your husband in spirit who's just, like, real close. You know what I mean? Now, potential course of action. Major arcana card number 17, the Star. The Star is about a wish and a hope and a prayer, and that wish being answered, that prayer being heard, okay? But this is potential course of action, is having faith that it's okay to be happy and to shed these restrictions. The potential course of action to have hope that it's okay to move through this and be successful and thrive. However, what is the block here is the 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out and unsupported. So, you're the only one who believes in your plan here, and I'm not talking about dating, and I'm not talking about your husband, I'm talking about the sun, the investment, those cards, you know what I'm talking about. So, potential course of action, I could really make it big, but I would leave others in the dust, maybe let them down, maybe I don't even know who I would be because I'd have to do it alone, and I wouldn't have others there to support me. Potential course of action, I don't have support in my environment. What is this? That's okay because see this is a direct line between you and God. You don't need support from anyone who's inside that room. The final guidance here for you, the guidance, 4 of Pentacles, up and move, go, follow the plan, right? It said, "Follow the plan that you are on." 4 of Pentacles is about downsizing, deciding to pack up what's precious to you and move in the direction of your choosing and everything else yeah. I don't care about that giant mansion that I'm leaving behind because I have all my important stuff here and other things can be bought, replaced. I can pick up somewhere new and do whatever the heck I want. I don't care about what I'm leaving behind. I feel like, look, she's sitting in front of the mirror and she's now stood up to walk away. You know what I mean? She's making progress in the direction of her choosing. She doesn't have to take all the shit with her. It's okay to move on and it's okay to move location or job. I see that in those cards. Like, that's what evolution's about, man. Life isn't supposed to always be the same. Roger wants to say that. Life is not supposed to always be the same. How boring is that? Are you boring now? Oh, man. Oh, boy. Are you boring now, Carla? Compared to when you was with Roger? You're not boring, you sweetheart. He's saying he's just joking about this. He's just joking about this, okay? He's just joking about this because he sees you and he loves you and he cares and he knows. And yeah, you're just a little, subdued, if you will, but who wouldn't be? You're recalibrating, and besides, I'm feeling like, he was the spunky one, you're spunky, but he was the one to initiate. Come on, baby, let's go here. Let's go do this. When that was the time. However, it's different now. And he just wants you to know that he's keeping an eye on you, and you're not boring. He just things are different, and he understands. Bored more than boring, he says. So shake it up a little bit. So shake it up a little bit. Now listen, here's your card, honey. I have no more earthly worries. I have to be honest with you. Life was very stressful for me. I probably should have been more open and forthcoming about my feelings because I held them in most of the time, and that was damaging for me physically and emotionally. I will now admit to you that I was deeply afraid during my life. He says that's why he railroaded you with his love. I was afraid that you and others wouldn't love me if you knew who I truly was. I felt like I was deeply flawed and didn't want you to know. Now that I'm here, though, everything's turned in a completely new direction. I now see that I had nothing wrong with me except my belief that I was flawed, and that belief caused me to act in ways that were hurtful to myself and others. I apologized for hurting you. I thank God that I have no more earthly worries and I can now express myself fully to you as I truly am. Now that I no longer am concerned about others' judgments and don't stress about money, work, or day-to-day life, I am completely carefree and I love you, baby. Oh, oh man, and look at this. Look at this. Forever love. Carla, I'm going to read you this. Spirit is encouraging you to embrace the loving, supportive relationships you have in your life. Forever love can sustain life's challenges, can overcome the struggles, and can even transcend physical death. Do what you love, go where you feel loved, and be with those who love you. Love is a beautiful thing not to be wasted. You know who you can trust. Allow yourself to lean on those connections when you need to. Just as it feels good to be there for your loved ones, it feels equally good for them to be there for wonderful you. Carla, that is what I have for you, sweetheart. That is what I have for you, honey. I thank you so much for letting me connect for you tonight. And I'm sending you all the love, and I hope the sound is clear enough. And thank you. Thank you guys all. You're welcome. Sending love to you, babe. Carol. Yes, I will be doing some free readings as drawn by spirit. I do have a guaranteed list right now. Hi, Diana. It seems like I'm having an issue on Facebook. So, um, on YouTube, it may be a little better. And thank you guys for your patience tonight. Hi, Nikki. Carol. I am going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Let me just do this here. Okay. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. Sound is good. Hi, Megan. Let me sip my coffee here. Okay. Carol, what is a problem or an issue at this time, Carol? You've got the King of Swords showing up for you. Now, the King of Swords is a court card, and court cards can always be people in our lives. So, this could be a man in your life, a masculine energy in your life, or this could simply be the long term plan of your life. Um, that's awesome, Carolyn. Lily's got coffee too. That's right. Tell me about it. So Carol, take this where it resonates. It might resonate in a couple different areas, okay? However, the problem at this time is something about the long-term plan or someone not sticking to the plan, maybe a certain individual who's kind of acting out of sorts, if you will. You've got the Seven of Swords here. I think you and I both know who this is, but it's not everybody's business. Seven of Swords is sneaking around. All right, sneaking around, doing things that they know that you don't like, right, in your life, all right? Carol, so that's a problem right now. That is the problem that Spirit is bringing to the forefront of this reading for you, okay? Is that there are people in your life that are sneaking around thinking they're getting away with stuff or not caring if they're not. Because he's dropping feathers. Those are breadcrumbs. Like, catch me. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Really, there's no punishment, no repercussions. This is your position here. Don't speak. Son of a gun. Take this where it lands, all right? Even if you feel like somebody's not being forthcoming with you, maybe, somebody's 7 of swords, man. This can be gossiping, trash talking. This could come from a couple of different masculines in your life. Yeah, your son, etcetera, etcetera. Take that where it resonates now. Don't speak. I'm gonna read it for you, darling, because the guidance on this is your position at this time. I don't feel that this is exactly what you should be doing, but this is the position. So this says this is a call to be observant at this time. The girl on the card watches quietly with tape over her mouth. There may be more to this scenario than you see at first glance. Okay, you may not have all the information. There are things going on under the surface and behind the scenes that will become apparent to you if you don't speak and focus on listening. You may not have all the facts, and if you choose to engage, you might feel silly and end up regretting your words. Yes. He starts jury duty on January 8th. Thank you, God. Let me tell you what, I hope he gets selected. I hope he actually has to commit to that because as I was reading the card here, things going on under the surface and behind the scenes, all right, that's something else that is going to help kind of solve this problem for you. I feel like he's going to, be rerouted in some kind of other way. So I'm grateful that you said he starts jury duty. Hopefully, that is that certain you know reroute or intervention, if you will, that I am feeling there to kind of help clean up some of that behavior because I do feel like something's got to give here. The day to day, Carol, tumultuous. Are you kidding me? Tumultuous might be charming and charismatic. It can sweep you off your feet. Emotionally charged and marching to the beat of its own drum. There is no rhyme or reason, no reliability. You might fall in love before you even notice the can of worms. Getting roped into some nonsense you'd rather not be involved in. Tumultuous swings deeply high and low. If it never improves, will this be enough? It's not because tumultuous sucks for your day to day right now. That's this, that nonsense, pulling this way. Now you go, now there's this problem. This problem ain't even taken care of. And now you're telling me about something else, man. Who's creating these problems here? It's kind of obvious, okay? It's kind of obvious, this tumultuous, hectic energy that is going on in the day to day. It's hard to withstand, but I must say, like, hey, good for you for trying not to get so roped in, because I do feel like the universe will somehow help to smooth some of this over. But if you're unable to, Carol, because I'm not saying to leave it in the hands of the universe, I'm saying fucking kick his ass out if you feel like you can, but I don't feel like you will. That's why I don't even say that. That's why I don't even go there because Spirit is informing me of the probable timeline. Okay, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, she's leaving it in the hands of the universe, but I feel like the universe is responding. Okay, that's what I want to say to you is there are things going on that will help to move things in a positive direction for both him and you. So pray for that. It's not like clean your shit up, man. It's like get your stuff together and have a better life so we can all be happy and coexist more peacefully. Amen on that, Carol. Amen. Potential course of action. Four of Pentacles. So packing up and moving to a new location, changing your structure of your home altogether, you know what I mean? From now on, none of this. This is what it is, putting my foot down, and if you can't stick around or you can't follow the rules, you ain't coming along, right? On this journey of my life as I decide where I'm going to go, and this can most definitely be that move, girl. I feel like he throws a wrench in your program. How can this happen? How can this happen? This good thing happen in my life when he's acting a fool in just regular normal ways, like, well, that's not going to happen here. I feel like this is a potential course of action. Okay. The block. Interesting. So the block to this six lovers, major arcana card. So this tells me okay, the lovers does not have to be a romantic partnership, but it could be. It could be. I don't even wanna do all of that because what if something else were to occur in this area that would make this null and void, or maybe not the right plan any longer, right? You are the one who knows if this is the hiccup for you, okay? However, lovers is also how people treat us, man. Us being equals with others in our environment, all right? And the block here is like, well, could I really leave him? I love him. You know what I mean? He acts like a fool. Will he mess this up? I don't know, right? These kinds of things is what I see in the cards. Potential course of action and the block is someone that you care about. Can I really move forward without this person, being in alignment with the plan? I kind of feel like let's just say this, okay? I kind of feel like maybe he's hoping that you do, and then he can squat in the place where you're at right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a fear for you. Oh no, that ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you what, it ain't gonna happen. But in reality, am I going to have to deal with that? That sucks. The guidance here, disentangling. It took a while for the tapestry of your life or of your day to be woven together. This card indicates a deep yearning for change, even if it seems like a long or slow process. In alignment with your internal urges, the woven edges are fraying. A little at a time, you are pulling away, distancing yourself, and changing course. Good for you. Disentangling can be an intricate process. It takes time and effort. Bursts of clarity and insight continue to guide you toward your highest path and away from whatever is not working in your life. Carol, Carol. So remember, you've got to nip things in the bud when you see these problems arise. And I must say to you, like the way that these cards fall, there may be a chance that you are parting ways. I just want to say that, like, be okay with, all right, listen, Spirit wants me to say something. Okay. If that person, if your son or whoever, okay, we'll just say this, if your son decides like, "Hey, guess what? You're gonna go move to that new place." Well, I don't want nothing to do with that, or even if you don't, who cares? Whatever. I'm gonna go live my shitty, crappy life. Let's just pretend. I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying I feel it in the back of your mind, like, hell no, you're not gonna go live somewhere worse or go ruin your life or go get in some trouble or whatever that is. Like there's a part of you that wants to keep him with you so you know that he is safe. And Spirit is saying it's okay to let him go live his life no matter the quality. Because if he won the lotto, if he was getting married, if he had a hot ticket, right? And you supported the vision of him leaving, then you'd be all for it, right? But there's a teeny tiny part. It's like, as long as you stick with me, I know you're safe. I know ruining things even worse for yourself. Okay, so be okay with if he does go out on his own, it can go either way. Okay, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying you've got to let it go eventually, and you can't hold on to the oh no, but now things are going to happen because he's not right here for me to keep protecting him. That kind of stuff. All right. So I do want to say this disentangling. It's the natural order of things. and you've got to decide to put yourself first. And that's the thing. I see a parting of ways. You'll be good if he leaves. He left before for 10 years. I love that. I see a parting of ways. But listen, Carol, I also see the potentiality for him to wanna stay where you're at when you move on, okay, and be like, "Well, I'm just gonna live here. Don't worry. I'm gonna pay all the rent and the bills." And you know for a damn fact that he will not. So that is not a that's not a good option, but I can feel it in the ethers alive in someone's mind, okay? So remember to just, be assertive about your healthy boundaries and know that just as he can't sustain his own quality of living, he cannot do that, if you're not present, okay? He's not gonna get you back. He just thinks he can get over on old mom, because what are you really gonna do? Punch him in the eye? Like, no. That's for you, Carol. Okay, check it out. Still on my list, Lorraine, Anna, Karma, Benita, Terry, and I have to use the restroom. Yes, it is time, Carol. Just nudge him right out the door. I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm gonna freshen up my coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Well, here's the coffee. Let me just go to the restroom now. Here we are. Thank you for waiting. Oh man, thank you so much. Okay, let me see here. Julie Weeby. Julie. Praying for a sign from infinite spirit. Yet every time I tap in, doing so seems to put the manifestation further away. I want to understand why. Julie. Let's see. Spirit for Julie Weeby. Can you give her a message of clarity around this situation, please? For Julie. Oh, here you go. Interesting. Hmm. Okay, so Julie. Yes, Lorraine, you're here. Julie, you've got major arcana card number 14, Temperance. It's funny, you got 2 major arcana cards that we have actually seen tonight. And this is funny. Right here, I stopped on the Hierophant. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck here, the Hierophant is about your spiritual growth, your outgrowing other people, your journey, that kind of thing, the manifestation that you seek. Now, you got Temperance here. Temperance is about seeing the lights and the darks, okay, and balancing them both. And then the Emperor here, who is actually a touch elevated over the situation. Now, Julie, this is what Spirit is giving me as far as the question that you have, your manifestation, pushing it further away, et cetera, et cetera. Number one, restructure your beliefs and your speech about this process, both spoken and in thought, okay? So that you're no longer like intentionally and not negating the manifestation, like, "Man, it's taking forever. Boy, it's not here yet." Like, these kinds of ways that we can huff and puff around them that just kind of keep them at bay, alright? And also, to move yourself in the direction of your choosing, it's almost here. It's I'm ready for it to be here. I'm aligning my energy with which I seek. That kind of thing is what I feel, just a little bit of a touch of tweaking the beliefs, tweaking the words, the thought process, when you see this arise, Julie Levy, because it comes out of the blue and we go, oh, shucks, I shouldn't be thinking like that. Strike that, reverse it. I'm manifesting in this direction and I have faith and I believe that it will be here. I'm also getting something else, though. I need to tell you this now. The temperance card, okay, is able to balance the dark and the light. Now, Julie, there are things in your life that weigh you down, that bog you down just a little bit. It happens to us all. Okay. So Spirit is saying that those kinds of things potentially limit the amount of light that you can hold. Therefore, um, drawing out the time of your manifestations potentially. Okay, so as you see these secure patterns arise, it's not about F you pattern go away. It's how can I address this so that I can lay it to rest or, check it off the list or whatever this may be. Okay, that just bring you down a touch. Sometimes when we're like on fire, our inspiration, we're running forward and then something catches us off left field, like, hey, come here, we need your help. Can you stop what you're doing and come help with this? And this and that and whatever it might be, and then we're like, why am I getting pulled away from all the important stuff in my life? I've got to come help with this other stuff now that my pipe is leaking and my car broke down and I've been pulled off my inspirational path, and this is so upset, right? It makes me so angry. So I can feel how these kinds of things can be irritations and distractions. The Spirit wants to remind you that how you deal with those things matters to the quality of you, the integrity of your energetic frequency. Every part of your human life is a part of your spiritual journey. When I wake in the morning, I'm much lighter. By the end of the day, I'm low. I can feel that, how the world can weigh on you, how just everything that's going on or the people that you meet weigh on you, Julie. By the end of the day, you may not have names and faces, but you just feel a little different. So listen here, girl, if that's the case, please, I hope that you are cleansing your aura and your energy field with your regular showers. Okay, that's always a beneficial time. Just say a little something and have it done. But especially now that you're saying by the end of the day, I'm low. Okay, so let's remedy that, girl. Make it a practice to sit down at the end of the day, at least to sit down at the end of the day and take a few minutes to intentionally call all of your energy back to you. Anybody can do this, all right, and it will make you feel better. Salt baths are a fave. Love that, love that. So I call all of my energy back to me. And you could even, visualize this. Imagine that you see tendrils of colored energy or coming towards you that is your own. Okay, it can be your favorite color. Visualize your aura that is an egg-shaped dome around your physical body is filled with your favorite color. All right. And then call all of your energy back to you because sometimes we leave a little bit of our energy here, there, the other place, wherever we went. Sometimes other people are pining over us so desperately that somehow they've taken some of it. Okay. So call all of your energy back to you. Send anyone else's energy to them, okay? Because you don't need to hold on to nobody else either, not in that kind of a way. So send anyone else's energy back to them. I already feel lighter, Julie. I already feel lighter because I feel like people depend on you. Okay, let me just say this right now, Julie. People in your town, in your day, whatever, like you are a bright light for them. They may not have another smiling face or open conversation channel. Okay, so when you find yourself kind of pulled off track because this person wants to talk your ear off and you don't really care, I want to say to you that your aura is so open and loving that and you might be the only person that they really have to feel a connection with. So recognize that when it happens, that it is truly a blessing in its own right for you to be there for an individual so that they may feel seen, heard, valued, appreciated, whatever this might be, Julie. But those things, like I say, can weigh on you, right? Welcome, Carrie. Good to see you, first timer. Hey, Carol Jarrett, good to see you, honey. So, calling all of your energy back to you, Julie, okay? And then I release all that's no longer serving me. And imagine that your beautiful egg-shaped dome of your favorite color is just being drained of anything that's static, that's gray, that's brown, that's black, that's nonsense, that doesn't resonate with your favorite color, okay? I release what's no longer serving me. And that is a sufficient sentence because we might not know, but spirit knows. And that is who is the big guns behind the operation that is helping you with this cleansing, okay? And I'm telling you, you will feel so much better. They seem like just words, but try it. And you will want to continue to do this regularly. So, working on my energy, field work is super important. Okay, wonderful. Awesome, awesome. So release what's no longer serving you and imagine that it's being drained down through your body, through your feet, through your grounding cords, and into the earth below you. And I want to be filled with fine white light. So you've got up here, your crown chakra can open like a funnel, okay? And then you've got source up here that fills you with this beautiful divine white light, and it goes and fills your entire auric field, your body, the egg-shaped auric field that's around you, everything. Fill me with divine white light. Thank you, Spirit, right? Do this regularly, often, and I feel Julie, maybe also boundaries, okay, for you deciding to enforce some kind of an additional layer of protection. You say it's very important. I'm loving this. So depending on what kind of an interaction you may be having, you're welcome, Julie. I'm very grateful to be sitting with you real quick, honey. And I thank you guys for also jumping in. Hey, Amber. So, Julie, I feel like enforcing some kind of an additional boundary on your aura would be great, like a mirror, okay? Like a mirrored surface around the auric boundary that will allow in positive energy, love, light, and blessings. But anything that is of negative nature will bounce right off and return to sender. Okay, you can do something like that if you're comfortable with that. However, I feel the mirror is important, but they're like, Julie doesn't want that bad energy to go back to sender. She doesn't even want it to go, she doesn't want it. She wants it to be dissolved. Okay. So what they're giving me now is I'm actually going to kind of put this in place. If you will. Okay. Okay. So this is the way I visualize it, Julie. You know, those like spiral kids toys. Like I used to love those things. You put the pen in there and you get to move it all around and you go around the circle. And by the time you take off the little stencil, you've got like some kind of a snowflake drawing or something like that. That is what I see, kind of like that, okay, but around on the outside of your auric boundary. It's like a filter, okay? I see all the laces and all the webbing around the outside of your auric boundary. Spirograph, yes, ma'am. I'm glad that you know what it's called. That's why we're talking about it because Spirit knows you, and Spirit knows that Julie Weeby does not want any type of negativity even bouncing off her auric field. So what they're saying is the mirror is great, but you also have the spirograph that is totally accustomed to you that is around your auric field as well. Now, when any energies are incoming or in proximity, okay. Oh, I'm not close enough. Sorry. When the energies are incoming or in proximity, Julie Weeby, especially when these are partnerships or people that you love or are close to you, right? Maybe they're negative, downers, whatever. They're saying that pattern on the outside of your auric field is going to transmute some of those energies. So if you notice when grouchy people come close to you, they're going to somehow be uplifted. Okay, um, you, either by your words or just by your presence. Okay, but that should not have to weigh on you. That might already be happening, but this whole pattern that is being placed around your auric boundary is going to help filter that so Julie doesn't have to. Can you understand this, Julie? I'm loving this. Now, when you are sitting in your own meditation time, just send love to that, the cleansing. That's what I'm talking about. Call your energy, send anyone else's, release, open to divine white light, enforce those boundaries. All right. This takes a minute. Like if you just intentionally focus and do all of this, visualize what the process, it'll take 3 minutes tops, girl, but hold that space, do it longer. That enforces more energy into these healthy energetic boundaries. Okay. So don't forget to send that love to the boundary, to send that light to the pattern that is filtering the energy around your auric boundary. Julie Levy, that is going to assist you as you move forward. All right. I can feel it right now. It's beautiful. Yes, we will most definitely be talking about auras and chakras and all the things in Get Psychic, which starts in less than 2 weeks, guys. I will be teaching the Get Psychic program in less than 2 weeks. January 8th is the first day to do that. Karma, you are still third down. I do have 2 different session options, and I just recently posted the time zone conversion for the class schedules. So if you guys are interested in getting psychic, I would love to teach you, coach you, mentor you. The programs are going to be totally awesome. It is the same program, but I'm just gonna run 2 different options to accommodate the various time zones. Lorraine Canelos. Let me go ahead and disconnect from anything else. You're welcome, Julie. Sending you love. I'm so glad that you are here. Lorraine. Well, let's see. Lorraine's here. So, Lorraine, you have a snapshot for the week ahead? Absolutely, Karma. It is okay to get psychic, even if you have other, pre-existing conditions, mental health concerns, that kind of thing. I am not a medical doctor of anything at all. However, the program does not substitute for that kind of treatment if that is what you need, but it can support it. Absolutely. I lost the card, guys, and I can't reach it because I'm short. Hold on. I'm trying to reach it with my foot. All right. Lorraine. Lorraine. Oh, how cool. I would love that, Bonita. I would absolutely love that. And Karma, that is a great question. Absolutely. In fact, I believe, with my own opinion, as a non-medical professional, most definitely, I believe that a lot of spiritual things that are spiritual in nature get diagnosed as mental illness, as not are true illnesses, hallucinations, and such like that. I do believe that there are some true cases, but I also do believe that there are some cases that are spiritual in nature that are diagnosed as mental illness, when in fact, maybe it is mediumship, maybe it is a walk-in soul kind of a syndrome. There are so many different spiritual things that are not no overlap with spirituality and Western medicine. If there was, boy, wouldn't that be the day? I understand. Me too. Me too. And I have had my own mental health struggles and all the things, and I have, complex PTSD. Like, "Oh, you guys see me with this thing, and if you knew how much better I've gotten about this. Oh boy, I used to sleep with my hand, just so I didn't sleep too hard." You know what I mean? And all of that goes back to PTSD. Light workers have usually been okay, thank you, Lorraine. Light workers have usually been through some of the darkest stuff, the darkest times, and that is how they're able to continue to shine the light and bring help where it is needed from their own experience and understanding. And so I am the same, girls. I am the same. We are all human beings who are living this experience and doing the best we can. And some of our life paths do include mental health concerns or bipolar, PTSD, manic depression, that kind of thing. Like those are all so common and normal, but that has nothing to do with your spiritual nature. Want to say that everyone has the ability to connect with spirit, with your higher self, with your past loved ones. Those things, different. Like, I have epilepsy, you know what I mean? And that doesn't affect my spiritual nature, just as those other things will not. Get Psychic is actually hold on a moment. Poor Lorraine. She's like, "What about me?" Get Psychic is actually going to be, in the either in the private Facebook group, okay? The the classes on Monday and Wednesday will be a live broadcast like this, without the bubbly mic, okay? A live broadcast in this private Facebook group, you guys watch, comment like that, and then the Friday classes are live coaching on Zoom. So the Friday classes, we will meet on Zoom, face to face, and I will coach the entire group together and individually. It's always a fun experience. And some people don't want to show up to class. They don't want to be on Zoom. They just want to learn the information, and that is just fine. The program cost is the same. However, the people who do not show up and present themselves on Zoom and participate with the live coaching and show that they have uh, be, put what they've learned to use, if you will. Now, those people will not get certificates because I can't grant certificates if I don't know that you know how to do what it is that we're doing, and you learn how to do it in the practice. Some people, practice on their own and by themselves or whatever, and that also works. So either way, but if I don't witness it, then I can't say you've passed the program. But it will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the private Facebook group. That is where and you will keep all of the content for a year. So it's not like something you're gonna lose, or forget about. You're gonna have access to all of the content for 1 year, and also the things that you learn, you keep with you forever. You get to move through life with your intuition activated and on fire and reliably in your back pocket, so that you know how to work with it and how to understand it. And absolutely, Karma, in the first 2 weeks of the program, because it is a 4-week live interactive program, there's a lot, guys, this is a big class. So we will meet 3 times a week for 4 weeks. Now, in the first 2 weeks, we're covering foundational knowledge. So the first 2 Fridays, I will be instructing you guys I will be leading, the class through a meditation, and you will basically be doing some personal discoveries during that first 2 weeks. But in the third week, I will teach you how to connect with one another and how to read for each other. And then the last 2 Fridays of the program will be the students who are reading for one another in a circle as I facilitate. So, and even at that point, I will offer extended life coaching for those who are interested so that you can continue practicing with the group and reading for other people even after the program has ended. So if that is something that interests you, it will be also available to the group. Danielle, yes, you're a light worker. Danielle, yes, you're a light worker, girl. You show up and shine and heal. You help heal people in the world. Yes, and you know what? Some of the most amazing and strongest light workers have just been through the biggest challenges, but the thing is that they made it through them, and they continue to shine, and they turn it around, and they're able to pay that forward in some ways to show others how they made it through. Do you spread light in this world, Danielle, or do you spread pain? Now, don't you dare listen to those creeping thoughts in your mind that say that you spread pain or that you're toxic or that you're bad. Okay, because spirit is telling me right now that that is not true, and that sometimes the voice in your mind can lie to you. Danielle, I am speaking to you right now. You are a light worker. You are a light worker. You are a beautiful divine soul who is inside of the human body that you inhabit and that you animate. And you're moving through the life that is quite challenging for you at this time. But the challenges that you are moving through will prepare you to be the kind of person that you have to be tomorrow for yourself and for others. And I'm not telling you that you have to be tougher now. Sometimes we do get tougher, and then we relax a little bit again, back into ourselves. And that is kind of the transition you are in between right now, Danielle. This is what I have for you. Slap a spirit on it. You may feel excited yet apprehensive about a new chapter in your life. Listen, you may not. All right? You may not. I want me to give you this card. Even if the inspiration has not yet taken form, spirit supports you, Danielle. Pray, meditate, call in your angels. Communicate your deepest heartfelt intentions directly to your higher self. The divine already knows. However, this is an important part of your co-creation journey. Slap a spirit on it by talking to God like you're talking to a trusted friend. Fill in all the details, lift it up to source. Suggest your desired outcome and seal it with this or better, God, please, because sometimes God knows better. I'm sorry, Lorraine. I swear you're next. You poor thing. I don't know what time it is for you right now, but I'm about to get started with you. Listen, Danielle, I need to say that it's okay to be angry with God and to tell God off. It's okay to tell off the higher self or whatever it is that you might be up to in your prayers sometimes. Please don't hold guilt for that. God can handle your words, all right? Spirit wants me to tell you that, Danielle. Don't be guilty on yourself because you said, F you, God. Why is this happening? I hate you. And now life is hard. It must have been because I said, F you, God. I hate you. What did I do? What did I do? God can handle your words. God can handle your foul mouth. God just wants you to love yourself and not harm yourself. Danielle, that's what I have for you. Lorraine Canellos, let me get with you, babe, for real. Lorraine, damn. Okay. Hey, you have an AB and I'm not an AB and C. You have a snapshot for the week ahead. Lorraine, you have a snapshot for the week ahead. Here you go. You, others, a tip to have a smoother week. All right. Lorraine, you got major arcana card number 21, the world. So this is you. Okay. Lorraine, I apologize. Just one moment. Danielle, I don't know how to love myself. I've lost it. I need to say to you, that is a choice in every moment. You've got to be aware of yourself in order to give yourself whatever it is that you may need in that moment. And that is self love. Even if you're not like, oh, I love me. I love me. Self love is self care. Self love is making sure that you're showering regularly, that you're brushing your teeth, that you're eating enough, that you're staying hydrated, that you're getting up and doing the thing. Okay. Self love is ensuring that nothing is hurting you in a physical way or offending your soul. All right. Not to absorb or stick around with things that are offensive to your body, your mind, or your soul. That is how you love yourself. Do I like this or not? If not, remove myself, change plans, with the earbuds in, whatever I can to detach or escape in a healthier way, a healthier way. That is how you love yourself. You've got to think about you first and foremost. Is this okay with me right now? Okay. How about now? Okay. How about now? You've got to check in with you often and make sure and make adjustments as you see fit, as you feel you should. And you can, and you will. And you do, Danielle. Just think about it. Like, well, when I feel like I need a cigarette, I go fucking have a cigarette, right? It's just like that, but everything else. You got to check in intentionally. Am I hungry? Okay, I've got to tell you, maybe I haven't eaten all day long, but I'm not hungry. You've got to logically think this body has to have fuel, right? The body can't, a car cannot be driven on an empty gas tank. The body cannot be driven for any length of time for a healthy in a healthy way with nothing in the tank. So you've got to make sure that you go, okay, well, I guess I'm not hungry, but I do need to make sure that this body sustains life. So I had better just eat something, some, garbage because you want to put some good fuel in your body. You might as well, might as well. That's self love. That's self care. I don't fucking like vegetables, but I know I haven't been eating very well. So maybe I should try to eat a little better and make sure that I keep something going. That's self-love. You gotta think logic, even if, it does you don't want to. I don't wanna eat, I feel sick, I'm not hungry, life sucks, I'm just gonna just wait till later or tomorrow, it's a hassle, but realistically, I need to. I'm sure I probably should, okay? You know what these things are. Lorraine, Major Arcana card number 21, the world for Lorraine. Lorraine. Maybe you needed to hear a bit of that too. Who knows? All right. But I feel Lorraine, you're mature, you're experienced. So this week, this is your energy this week. You thinking outside the box. You like this can't be all there is in life, right? I want to stretch. I want to grow. I want to experience something new. And I'm quite worldly now. I might have a vision, a few things that I know that I don't want in my future. And maybe I'm not quite so sure about what direction I will step in, but it's definitely bigger and grander than this. The world indicates outside the box, man, elsewhere, bigger, better. That's where you're at this week, Lorraine. That's fantastic. I'm outgrowing some shit and moving in a direction of my empowered choosing. I love this. I'll stay by the mic. I'm sorry. Others, others in your life this week. Page of Wands. I gotta be honest. This feels immature. I gotta be honest. Lorraine, this feels like I got a good head on my shoulders. I've got some things figured out. I know where I'm expanding. And other people, I feel like this could be a wrench in the program. You know what I mean? I'm throwing my wand and it's a wrench in your program because I'm irritating you, because I'm immature, because I'm not following along with the plan. Maybe I'm trying new things and I'm not sure if it's going to work. And I'm all wrapped up in this, that, the other thing. You're like, whoa, we got bigger fish to fry here, pal. And that irritates me. I feel a touch of irritation in this here because you are thinking level-headed and others are throwing their hats on the wind. They just wanna do something and do it now. Lorraine, I even feel like you might be saving to move or some such thing, and other people are like, "Let's go on a shopping spree," and you're like, "No, this money has a purpose," and they're like, "But we'll have fun right now," and you're like, "Hello, can we be smart about this?" Something like this here is what I really feel. Other people wanting to just take new actions, doing some kind of thing, and for you, it's not following the plan. It's not exactly what you had in mind. In fact, I feel like you might be, look at these 2 different circles. You're in your bubble, with source, I'll have you, downloads, upgrades, new ideas, inspirations, planning what the next move is. This person's has their own bubble here. You know what I mean? And they might be a whirlwind doing their own thing. You don't necessarily have to be on the same page, okay? But don't let them dissuade you. That's what I feel with the cars of rain. Don't let other people and their haphazard actions dissuade you from your plan, okay? From your plans of your life. Now, the guidance here on a tip to have a smoother week. Major Arcana card number 3, the Empress, all right, is to stick to your plan, all right, and let others stick to theirs, all right, because the Empress is about being aligned with your own plan for yourself. The divine supports the alignment. Do you see how the earth and the moon and her, they're all in alignment? She is giving birth to something very important, and it's in her heart, right? It's up to her. What is my relationship to the world? Okay, you're figuring this out. Okay, but so are other people. All right. And sometimes we do this in a singular way. Sometimes I have to figure this out on my own. And I gotta let you go do your own thing. Okay. That's what I feel for this week is to have some kind of just, give others grace and compassion, let them follow their own path, but do not let them dissuade you or sway you from your own path and purpose because I see how that could potentially happen this week. Don't let them drain your savings account for their own frivolous whims or whatnot, okay? Unless that's in alignment somehow with what you plan or this. Listen, if it raises your vibe, yeah, maybe other people are like, "No, no, screw your plan, Lorraine. Come do this fun thing instead." And you're like, I don't know, because I have a lot of work to do. I'm not sure if I can go do that." And they're like, "Yes, you can." If you feel like, well, I can finish my work and then I can attend, and it raises my vibe to do so. I enjoy this. then that's being in alignment with everyone. That's freaking awesome. But if you're not, it's okay to say no. If it does not raise your vibe, it's not going to add to the quality of your manifestation. It's not going to add to the quality of your life, especially if you're going, you don't want to. Okay. But if you feel drawn to participate in whatever those new actions are that others might be taking this week, and it feels exciting to you, then it most definitely is something that you should explore. Okay. Definitely. Lorraine, that is what I have for you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me you. I'm gonna disconnect from Anna. Are you here? Anna, you donated. You're welcome, Lorraine. Sending love to you, honey. She's here. Okay. So Anna, you have 7 for clarity. Anna Marie, I'm going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest grace and only for Anne. All right, listen. Wow. Anna, so listen, now my when I was connecting in with your energy and shuffling the cards and everything else, like my head kind of hurts. You know what I mean? But then I feel like spirit wanting to ease those thoughts. When my head hurts in a reading, sometimes those are like, stickier thought patterns, yeah, more challenging thought patterns, if you will. Sometimes we can be down in our minds about certain things. And I just like I feel the winds of change moving in, and I also feel the lightness of clarity moving through with this energy as far as you feeling in the dark about some things. Things are shrouded to you in some areas, and spirit really providing that kind of actual clarity for you. Like I don't say it often because I feel like feelings are proof enough. Like if you feel bad, then it's bad. Like if you feel weird, then it's weird. Otherwise you wouldn't. Okay. Sometimes we have our own wounds and trauma, etc. However, I'm the kind of person who feels like your feelings are just valid enough to make decisions based on, but that's because I trust my intuition, man. I have gone against it before and been burned, and I will never ever do that again. And Anna, I feel like you will actually find tangible physical proof. Like the winds of change are blowing in, and eventually, I mean, I hope it's sooner rather than later, because a lot of times, like we need no, many times as human beings, we just push our feelings away, and we're like, no, there's no problem. It's just me, and if I can't, if I can't see it, if I can't, if it's not, you know. There's so many times that we can just explain things away, honey, and that's what I feel here. And I feel like you're going to come to a place where you're not going to be able to do that any longer. And I feel like there's more than an ounce of freedom in there for you, because then you'll have what you need, and it'll be okay for you to do whatever it is that's on your heart that eventually you're gonna do anyway. So let's talk about this. What's the problem or the issue? Invested. Now's not the time to get emotional about what's going on. This card serves to remind you of certain commitments that you have made. Spirit is encouraging you to remain invested in your current path. You know this is the right thing to do. Renegotiate if you must, but honor your commitments, even if it isn't fun following through with the obligations. When the opportunity arrives, you may choose not to engage in this way again. But for now, it's about acting with integrity, honoring your commitments, and doing the right thing for the sake of it, because that's who you are. You're the kind of person who does the right thing, even if other people don't, even if other people aren't, right? It matters to you. Now, the card that's has to do with the stuck energy, the clinging energy is heavy. Sweet, brave soul, you are so tired. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your deep sense of empathy causes you to show up for others in every way that you can. You may find your time, energy, or even pocketbook being stretched thin for the sake of others right now. It's time to shift the load and put the heavy weight down. Pray for the highest good of those you are concerned about and leave it in the hands of the divine. Others must pick up the slack and do their part. Put your foot down if you must. You cannot do all things alone. So I can see how you're invested, in, handling everything that the world possibly has to throw at you, Anna. And I feel like this is definitely an imbalance in relationships that are close to you in your life. This could be, let's just say, this could be at work or at home. I'll just give you that out right there. Okay, so you just plug in whatever you know to be true for you and for your life. However, you've signed up for something, and it's not really panning out to be something that you're really happy carrying around. Okay, that's what I feel with this. And, if there are people in your lives that you could hold accountable to, do their part or act accordingly or whatever this could be that would make you feel happier, that is most definitely something that is indicated here. Speaking up about things, I really want to say to you that renegotiating, all right, making sure that you are closing one chapter of this commitment, of this invested, whatever avenue that you are in, closing that chapter before you decide to start another one. Because if you have one chapter open and you start a whole other chapter, then potentially they're both going to be tinged with some kind of a funky energy. Your position right now, Anna, your position is appearances. This card is tilted because you're supposed to have to turn your head to look at it to see what they want you to see. Flashy appearances that may not have any true value or longevity below the surface. Some people enjoy attention or desire to be seen in a certain light. Both material wealth and physical beauty are illusory and not sustainable. True happiness cannot be bought, but the illusion of happiness may be apparent in this situation. Do you understand what I'm saying here? You've signed up for something that you're not really happy with. And maybe it's cool to keep up the appearances or the lifestyle or the status or the whatever this could be. However, is there true depth below that, beneath that value that you're placing on it? What it should be, what it looks like. Now, what's the day to day here? Guilt and shame. Guilt is like a big stinky elephant in the corner of the room. It makes everyone uncomfortable and it lingers. Shame may reflect the disappointment that you feel from others or in yourself. Guilt and shame are both wasteful emotions. Forgiving the past removes this pattern from your future. Heal and create healthy boundaries. Self love is currently necessary. Acts of service committed out of guilt are not acts of love. Do not engage in activities that create more guilt or shame. You can forgive your past and choose to be the best version of yourself. Give yourself the gift of a clean slate. Give yourself the gift of a clean slate, Anna. And listen, I'm really drawn into acts of service committed out of guilt are not acts of love. So when we carry the household or the work team or the family unit or whatever this is, when we carry people on our shoulders because we feel guilty if we're not doing it all, um, then that's not necessarily acting out of love. Okay, those are not acts of love. So I want to say to you, honey, finding this thread will help you to maneuver out of these patterns. Okay, finding the thread of love in you, the reasons why you do things. We've spoken about this. Definitely household, family, motherhood alone. Understand. Oh, you sweetheart. So listen, remembering, I feel guilty if I don't do all the things or whatever, instead of doing things out of guilt, find the honest intention of love that you have for doing those things, and be aware of that as you proceed. Like, "Oh, I hate doing dishes, but boy, I love eating off of clean dishes, right? So I'm going to bring my dishes to integrity and clean the kitchen and cook the food and take care of the baby," or whatever this could be for you, Anna. Why? Because you love your family. Not because you're a slave, not because life sucks, not because it's horrible, but because you love your family and you deserve clean things and good smelling things, and yeah, somebody's gotta do it, and I've gotta say here, you have to understand alone, but I feel like there may be others in your household or within your reach potentially that could help you, that could assist you, and that's a whole other thing that can weigh really heavily on your heart. I'm doing all this alone and I shouldn't have to be. I'm doing all this alone and I shouldn't have to be, right? So let's find that thread of love instead of guilt or shame for the reasons that you are doing all of the things that you're doing for your loved ones, for your family, for yourself. And let's talk about a potential course of action and the block there. Cheater, cheater is the potential course of action, and this is completely legit, okay? Sometimes we can feel yeah, 4 kids, 7 and 16, 2 with special needs. Oh, 7 to 16, 2 with special needs. Understand, sometimes we can feel like, "F it, man. I wanna be selfish." That's what this card is about. I wanna be selfish. I want my needs met. I wanna throw my hands in the air and let somebody else take care of everything. And of course, that's always a potentiality, but what is the block here? Your absolutes. That would screw things up big time because I am the glue that holds everything together. If I throw my hands in the air and say "F it" for 2 hours, I'm gonna come back and the house is gonna be in shambles, right? Anna knows this, all right? But it's live there, like, you know what? I could really say, forget it. And I could be selfish and I could blow that money on whatever I want instead of paying the bills like a responsible adult. Anna, I want to cry for you right now. I do not want to cry easily at all in my readings. However, spirit wants me to cry for you. Your spirit wants me to cry for you because it's okay to feel like this sometimes. It's okay to feel like, what about me? It's okay. This is not forever. And what about you? It's not selfish. It's not selfish to say, "You know what? I wanna get what I want for dinner this time." You know, it's not selfish to say, "My feet hurt. I can't stand in line anymore. I can't do it, guys. We've gotta wrap it up. We've gotta go home. I understand that you have special needs. However, I do feel like some of those kids could potentially be ready and willing to dive in and help in some kind of areas. And I understand, Anna, that you're like, oh my God, that'd be more hassle than it's even worth. But I need to say to you this that their souls crave experience. Even if, hey, I need someone to clean the kitchen and I know that you're going to do a half-ass job, let them clean the kitchen. Let them do their best. You know what I mean? Because they need that experience. And if they are, if you're able to hold them accountable, like, hey, man, you half-assed the kitchen and I know you can do better than that, do it again. Do it again, and if they don't get it, listen, I'll tell you how. Look at you see the dust here? See the dust in the corners? See how this is still over here and that's whatever? You need to take this down. Show them. I understand that it's an intricate process, but I feel like you and then the kids, like, you can all learn from each other and kind of pull people on board. It doesn't have to all be on your shoulders, sweetheart, and you don't have to pretend like you're always fine. Feeling guilty for not being happy all the time, right? Challenging, hun, challenging, mama, but I wanna say to you that your kids witness how you hang in there. You are the role model for them, and they know that this isn't who you are. You know that this isn't who you are, so please stop feeling guilty for wishing things were easier. Your past loved ones support you, they wanna pop in and just let you know, I feel past loved ones who should be here to help should be here to help you with those kids, and unfortunately, they're not. Now your guidance here, honey, an uncomfortable corner. There are times when you might find yourself pulled tight into yourself in an uncomfortable corner of your life. This could be at work or at home. Other more dominant personalities may be overshadowing your own. There may be rules that you must follow even if you do not agree. You might feel a strong inner struggle to be compliant or shrink further into the corner. This situation will continue to progress, and when it finally becomes intolerable, you will make the necessary changes. Hi, Michelle Lively Scott. Forgive me, guys. I'm getting over some kind of illness here. Anna, I understand. Now, Spirit is really calling you I want to say spirit is really calling you to make whatever healthy changes are necessary for you. Okay. But remember, it is important not to sneak around to get your needs met or to uphold appearances. And it's important not to be, gosh, I'm so hot right now. Anna, do you have someone who passed away from cancer? Someone close to you in spirit who had cancer before they passed? See how flushed my face is? Cancer makes me very hot. Cancer treatment. Had to ditch the jacket, man. Your dad and your grandmother. Okay, yes, dad and grandmother. I most definitely feel, how much they should be here to support you, and they're not. And that's challenging, and they would love to send healing to you and the kids because some of this is hereditary, absolutely, and then some of the other stuff, okay? Dad is saying that some of the patterns that the kids get are from him, like the unruliness or I don't know if there's like ADHD or just attitude problems, behavioral issues, that kind of thing. He's like, "Oh, yeah, that's kind of from my side of the family." Thank you, Michelle. And, he wants to send healing to that, and he says that the kids will grow and learn, you know, and you will grow and learn them as well, okay? So that's important that, they're just kids, and this is not who they're going to be forever, okay? Growing into adults, and you've gotta shape them and mold them kind of like pruning a plant or a tree, right, into the ways that you would like for them to be based on how you run your household and within, society's, um Le legal frames as well. I can't speak. What in the world? Was your father Yes? Were you unable to communicate with your dad at the end? Hope you caught that. I was trying to get it out. See how I'm having blocks in communication now, and I'm really plugging in with your dad. I feel like that was a problem. Like, the communication towards the end was not there, and in fact, there might be a lot of pain around this, pain around lack of communication during different periods of life. He says his stuff always got in the way. Anna. He wasn't able to. Thank you for the validation, honey. I'm gonna read you. He was there and suddenly he wasn't. Oh, honey. Yes, sorry. I am doing paid reading still. I am working off the list and it's getting down to the bottom now. So yes, I am. Anna Marie, this is your card from your dad. Okay. I'm just throwing this in here for you because he won't let me not. Okay. It is not your fault. And he knows what the book says. So I'm reading it for you. Please do me a really big favor. Stop beating yourself up thinking that you caused my death or were in some way responsible for it. You were not. It is so hard from the earthly level to understand the spiritual elements of life. No matter what you think you could have done or should have done, I would have left anyway. I'm releasing you of any responsibility for my leaving. Please let go of any guilt. It will make us both feel better. The universe is perfect in its makeup, and what we think is a coincidence is just God's way of remaining anonymous. Trust me. Be kind to yourself, knowing that what I share with you is true. Yes, it did come out earlier, but I bet you weren't listening as much until it was your own. However, I already felt it. She was listening earlier. Yes, your dad and your partner that passed. I feel like even the partner that passed feels like he should be here to help with kids, right? I feel the partner that passed, same thing, feels like he should be. Oh, wow. See that? I know it, honey. Exactly what he was wearing when he died. Oh, man, I've got so much pain here. All of a sudden, pain in my ribs. Ribs are partners to me. However, it's a stabbing pain, sweetheart, and my heart, oh, Anna, let's get you one more from partner, Anna. I am absolutely I am doing readings. He took his life. Oh, honey, sending love to sending love to you. And you didn't wanna believe it, right? I'm gonna give you a card here. Now there is a rose in this hourglass. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. Life is short, it's true. And it's even shorter from my heavenly vantage point, where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than the blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life because I love you and because time is in abundance here. We don't measure time as you do because time is a figment of the physical world. On earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity. And my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. He says he hurt you so much though, and he hurt a lot of people during his life, and he himself was really suffering and struggling with, I'm feeling like, mental health issues like depression or some such thing, okay, not uncommon. I wanna say to you, Anna, that, it really plagued him, the poor decisions that he made, the selfish choices he made, the fact that he hurt people in life and in passing. He has a lot of regret, a lot of regret, and he says that he would boast about big dreams with you, big futures that never ever happened, and and he regrets a lot of that, but you still have the possibility of future. You can still make all the dreams come true that you want for your life. Even a little at a time, even if it seems like it, like he says, yes, this human lifespan, it seems to take forever because we're here, and one day is so long, and then 1 week, and 1 month, 1 year, and all these years, it just seems to drag on and on and on, but he says, "Listen, your children are growing and evolving, and one day, it won't be like this any longer." So enjoy these moments now, but plan for that bigger future when you'll have more freedom because you will. You absolutely will. And, he wants me to say to you, honey, that he made a huge mistake, okay? He made a lot of big mistakes, but he made a huge, huge mistake taking his life. He couldn't deal with the pain that he was feeling inside, but it sets him back, he wants me to tell you. He doesn't get to escape those feelings, it only puts them on pause. When he reincarnates again, he picks that life path up as if it was on loop, okay? So some of the same challenges he has really struggled with, during his life, he will face again when his soul is, recuperated, and that is the way it is for all of us. But as it sits, he was unhealed, and he was wounded, he made a poor choice, and that is all it takes. Just one poor choice, and it could change everything for so many, and he deeply regrets that. Honey, I'm going to leave all of his love, and your father's love, and your grandmama's love with you because you know she's speaking like me too. And I see those Russian nesting dolls. You know, those dolls that are in one another? Maybe that's a grandma thing, but I see that right there. So, Anna, I'm going to leave all their love with you, darling, and disconnect. Thanks for letting me read for you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. So I do still have a few on my list, Karma, Benita, and Terry. But I will be doing a couple as drawn by spirit for free. And I do have I will end with a group pick a card message whenever that is. I'm kind of a blabbermouth, so you guys got me today. If you wanted to book a private session with me, I do offer one-on-one private sessions, tarot videos for order, and I have Get Psychic coming up in January. Now, Get Psychic, the way I teach is from the ground up so that I know that we're all on the same page. Okay. So I'm not going to dive in with some terminology that you don't understand. Okay. We're starting from the basics. In order for you to reliably use and understand and be able to rely on your intuition, okay, you got to know how it works. So that's where we'll start at is how does this even work, guys? And then we'll tap into actually using it. And there's going to be just so much in the program. Again, we will meet 3 times a week for 4 weeks. And each class will be about 60 to 90 minutes in length. So it's a lot to cover. And the way I teach is I have PDFs that I have, no, not PDFs, PowerPoints. PowerPoints that I have created and I share screen and we click through the PowerPoints with the easy to digest information because some people are visual learners, some are auditory, some must do it. So the PowerPoint is up there so we can both watch and read and witness, and then we will all experience, right, with our own practice. So I'm excited to be teaching in January another program, and I've had 100% success in all of my programs and workshops. So if you are drawn, lift it up to spirit, pray about it, meditate, whatever is your process, and I hope the spirit leads you into the class, into the program. The links are in your description box. And the program will be limited so that I can give everyone their individual attention. Karma, are you still here? The fee for Get Psychic is $111. It is a 4-week, 3 times a week program with a certificate of completion if you successfully participate. And so it runs from January 8th through February 2nd with an optional graduation party on February 9th. The cost is $111 per person, and spots are limited so that I can give that one-on-one coaching and mentorship to everybody. If you would like a payment plan, I'm a real person like anyone else, and I don't mind breaking that up for you into 2, 3, or 4 payments, whatever it is that you may need. As and you just message me directly, and that will secure your spot in the program because I understand how it is. 4 payments is 27.75. So if you've got 4 payments of 27.75, that'll get you into the program. You know what I mean? 3 payments are $37, or 2 payments of 55.50. Otherwise, 111 on my shop will get you right in there. Here we go. Karma's here. Karma, what was your request? Karma, what was your request? I'm waiting. There's a delay in the comments, but look here. Nicole Foster, Dad, are you here? I miss you. Nicole, I'm gonna get you a card from your dad real quick because I read your comment up there and Dad just pinged my aura. So while I'm waiting for Karma, I'd love to get you a quick card. Okay, Karma. Nicole, I always give you a good night kiss. I know that you still need me in your life. So I make my presence known in order to comfort you. I enlarge my energy so that you can clearly feel me standing next to you, and I move significant objects that remind you of our shared times together. When you are ready to go to sleep, I always visit with a loving kiss to tuck you safely into bed. My love for you has been elevated to its purest level, and I am now as close to being an angel as a human soul can be. So when I'm with you, please know that my intentions are solely to help and comfort you. Of course, I receive great happiness from sharing more time with you, but ultimately, my goodnight kisses are my way of bringing heavenly healing energy into your life. Nicole Foster, that is the card and message from your father in spirit. And I want to say to you that dad lets me know that you kind of worry about the thoughts in your headspace and how he can hear them now. Like, oh gosh, oh, I hope dad didn't hear that one, or oh, what would he think if he heard? I can't think these thoughts. I can't think about that. He wants to say that it's like when you're having thoughts that you don't want him to know, imagine that he's going la 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 la, and he's got his ears plugged and he's making noises and he's not tuning in. Okay, you can have all of your own privacy, and he doesn't, react negatively to any of your private and personal thoughts. In fact, when you're feeling love, when you're thinking of him I love my dad. I love my dad. That's what he's getting from you. He feels the love and that draws him in. And he doesn't think any such thing. He says, I've got so much other stuff to do. I've got bigger fish to fry than to worry about combing through your thoughts and picking and choosing different ones that bother me. He's like, please, come on now. I don't even have earth to worry about. I'm in my spiritual body. I'm feeling myself now. I feel like dad has a hot rod. Dad has a boat. Dad's living large, doing all the things that he would love to do in the spirit world. And honey, he shows up to love and support you. And you are more than entitled to rehash things and have your own personal private thoughts without worrying about what him or any other past loved ones think. He loves you. That's it. Nicole, I'm gonna give all dad's love to you, honey. You disconnect. Uh, I'll just say this now. My dad was a total turd, Nicole. And wow, the love of a father when it comes through for someone else, it just astounds me. I need to say that. Like, I don't have that in my experience. I've never had a dad. Like, my dad's a total loser and he's never been around. And so I don't feel that firsthand masculine fatherly love. But when your dad steps in, I feel it, Nicole. And he truly loves you with that beautiful fatherly love energy. And it really moves me as a reader, as a person. And I just want to give that to you. That beautiful energy. We all make mistakes. We're all human people, but the love, man, that love and support is there always. Karma, karma. Let me just get all disconnected. You're welcome, doll. I'm real with you guys, man. I'm a real person just like anyone else, and we ain't gonna get nowhere if we just bluff it, right? Karma, past loved one. Oh wow, karma. I'm not sure who you want to hear from, but I have a lady who would like to come forward, and she is like a plus size lady. What is that? Hmm. This is interesting. So, I'm in my headspace right away with this karma, but the lady steps forward. My brain feels a little bit, I don't know, fuzzy. The lady steps forward. Karma, can you understand someone who may have had a tumor in their abdomen or some kind of a growth in their abdomen that stretched out their abdomen? I don't feel like she was pregnant, but I feel like she had an issue. Damn, my head feels real, real not great around this. Sounds like my grandmother, I think. Thank you. Thank you. I feel that loving bond. Kind and loving, but listen, wow. You see me shuffling these cards all night long. Third time it's come up. It is not your fault. Now, let's talk about your grandmother now. Sounds like her. I'm glad that you can connect this. It was grandmother, did she have a dementia or Alzheimer's, a fuzziness to her brain towards the end potentially? If that's not this, this is actually a brain condition, but it doesn't feel real deep, so I'm wondering if this is like a fuzziness here, like a forgetfulness, a dementia and Alzheimer's. Hmm, could even be an epilepsy, huh? Interesting. Something in the brain. Now let's continue with this, grandma. Karma, are you celebrating something? Because she wants to bring a cake. Yeah, this lady's black. Two older women that was heavier set, one white, the other black, I was close to. This lady is black who's stepping forward. The headspace, though, girl, if this isn't her, this could be you. So I need to talk about the headspace, thought patterns. What's going on? Heaviness in the thought patterns here. Are you depressed right now? It happens, you know what I mean? It happens when we just have a heaviness. It's your grandmother, thank you. It can happen when we got a bit of heaviness on our mind about some things, okay? But grandma wants to bring some love into those thought patterns. Loosen those up, girl. Quit wrapping your head around things as if this is how it is. We make changes, don't we? That is what we do. Grandma wants to say that. We make change. We influence change. We make things happen in our lives. We don't just sit around and think about it. We don't think about the worst things to go on. Come on. Grandma is kept up. She is on it for you, girl. I'm loving her energy. Very dynamic. Very dynamic. Okay. It is not your fault. We're not talking about her death. We're talking about some things of right now. All right. Yes. Can you feel her? I feel her, girl. I love her vibes. I love her vibes. Totally awesome. Now, this, it is not your fault. Okay, check it out. I feel like there's maybe you overthink things. I get it, but maybe you overthink some things because you feel like it's your fault. I'm sorry, I have an itch. I'm trying to be a lady here. I'm sorry, guys. Um, maybe you overthink things because you feel like it's your fault. Okay, if I don't do this, then I'm to blame, or I'm feeling some kind of guilt about whatever this could be. Blah blah blah. I don't know, girl. I feel this here with you. Grandma is again though, she's bringing in the cake. I need to say that. So there's some kind of celebration coming up. You, your family, some kind of celebration, some kind of kudos and support. I'm gonna read you this other card. Ooh. Uh, she says the baby sees her. Your daughter might as well, but your new son, he sees her. Oh, you wonder what the cake is now for. You're excited. I'm excited too. That's a celebration coming in, girl. That cake is a celebration coming in. I feel like it might be for your husband. Is he getting some kind of a promotion now? Or maybe he has some kind of an event that you'll be, become aware of. Oh, yeah, it's his birthday. I don't know. I feel like it's something that you're doing, some kind of an action that you're taking or will take. It's gonna pay back to you. There's definite celebration on the horizon, karma. I'm loving this. As a soul, I can be several places at once, and I love the unicorn on this card. That speaks to me of magic, of miracles. Listen to grandma, she's awesome. Without a human body, I am free. I have amazing new abilities. I can travel to any place and almost any dimension with just a thought. It's like living in one of those flying dreams that you and I discussed. So I can be with you as often as you need me, and it won't hold back my spiritual growth. If you miss my presence, just say the word, and I'm there by your side instantly. Although I'm not technically an angel, because I still have my human ego to deal with and learn about, I am like an angel to you. I will do my best to protect you always, and you can count upon my continuing love. What is going on in the kitchen, Karma? Grandma's telling me right now that she enjoyed cooking. And maybe you don't. I feel like when you are in the kitchen, if you can be receptive to maybe improvising, grandma would like to influence your hand in those areas, to kind of shake things up, different dishes, adding a little of this, a little of that. I almost feel oh, I love this. Wow, in the kitchen, me and hubby wants to do catering. Okay, we're talking about this. I said something about the hubby. I said something about celebration, baking that cake. I'm loving the catering idea. I love cooking. It brings the family together. Yes. And she's bringing to my attention some kind of a mishap, accidentally putting in too much seasoning. Yeah, how you can, like, go to shake it and then the cap comes off and, "Oh my gosh, I just dumped all the seasoning in there. Oh, man," right? She's bringing to my attention some kind of mishap like that. Has something like that happened recently? I love the catering idea, girl. That's awesome. That is awesome. So keep an eye on that and definitely move in that direction. I got chills on this for you right now. I love that. I love your, spiritual, what is that? Your soap and candle making. I try not to, you can always add, but can't take it away. Love it. See, grandma knows that. Grandma knows that. When you accidentally, put more in, it kinda ruins the whole shebang, right? Good for you, Karma. She's very present with you, involved, moving your hand, giving you these ideas and inspirations. It's like a piece of her gets to live on through your creations as you do the things that she herself also loved to do. Can you understand this, darling? I am going to leave all of her love with you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for letting me connect for you, and I'm gonna go ahead and tip. Wow, that's crazy, I see you. Absolutely, I am still taking donations, at this time. Oh, no, hold on, gotten out of things. And I still have Bonita and Terry on my list, and I'm willing to pull some cards for free as you're on my spirit, and I will close with the group pick a card message, most definitely. So let's see here. Do I still have Bonita? Sure, Anne, I'll work with that, that's fine with me. My links are there, I can drop them in. Hi, Sarah, good to see you. Who's with me? Who's with me? Bonita's here. Okay, Bonita. Bonita, you have a $10 snapshot for the week ahead. I'm gonna connect in with your lovely energy, Bonita. You, others, a tip to have a smoother week. Ah. As you can see, they're scrolling across the ticker here. Now, I do have 10, 15, and $20 options tonight. If you want something outside of that, just send a different amount, and I'll ask you what it is that you want. Sending love, Karma. Okay, Bonita. I am also yes. Bonita, stressed out. This is your energy for the week ahead. Let's read it. There are slow stages of life, and there are other periods that are faster paced. Okay. You can manage this. Half the struggle is the need to keep everything straight in your mind while keeping on track with all of your actions. Get yourself a planner and write down all of your scheduled appointments and deadlines, as well as when the bills are due. Sometimes we those things out of our minds, right? Grab a regular sheet of paper and start writing out your to-do list. Add everything that needs your attention. You can add more later and cross off completed tasks. Getting all of this out of your head and onto some paper will put things into a more manageable perspective. So, Benita, stressed out is your energy for the week ahead, okay? And this is some great guidance here on how to kind of be more manageable about this. And don't forget that this too shall pass. Maybe you just have a lot of things you're signed up for this coming. Maybe there's just a lot going on, okay? But keeping cool, embracing the present moment much as you can, excuse me, so that that's why it's saying to put these things on paper so that you're not here and there in your mind. You can focus on one task at a time, cross it off, feel better about that. Get your momentum building, okay? Don't you worry, you're going to handle this. Other people in your life this week. Wow, envy. Sometimes we can look around at life and want what other people have with envy. We may not understand why those people get to have success, happiness, love, or whatever we feel we are lacking. Recognize that those people started somewhere just like you, and they have worked to create their current circumstances. The draw you feel is your alignment with the energy of wanting something like that in your life. You can create something like that for yourself as well. It is possible for you too if you're willing to take the steps to get there. Alternately, others may be jealous of your success. However, others in your life, I feel like that is them, maybe being a little envious of you or potentially of other people. You know how, we can be going along our daily routine regular, and maybe our spouse, our partner, our kids, whoever, someone important to us is like, "Oh, man, how come life isn't smooth? Why don't we have a big house? How come we don't have cable? Blah, blah, blah," whatever. Other people can be kind of, throwing that out. That's what I see this week is that you're busy trying to make stuff happen, move through your week and handle all your shit. And other people are crying and complaining about what you don't have or what's not done or what's not here yet. Okay. They haven't got this far to say, hey, you can create some of that in your life, person. You can be empowered and create some of that in your life. They don't know this, but you can, suggest this. "Hey, man, oh, okay, you really like their house? Okay, well, what can we do to get a house like that in our lives? We can do that. We can work towards that. We don't have to gripe and complain about what we don't have. We can have that. Do you want to?" I feel like people don't want to take the steps to actually have it. They just wanna bitch about not having it. Bonita, that in and of itself can really stress you out, right? So let's see here. The guidance on having a smoother week. Fork in the road. I truly feel that this is a call for the high road, okay? Taking the high road, like not letting that pessimistic, negative energy bring you down when you're trying to stay on track with everything that needs to. Because once you're done with this, I feel like this will end and this might still be hovering around. And then you can be like, look, man, let's be proactive, okay? We don't have to be, gossipers or naysayers on other people. Fork in the road. You're faced with a decision. The fork in the road up ahead could be a giant shift for you. Perhaps a move, a new job, or relationship is on the horizon. You may be feeling the urge to make some healthier life changes. This is an opportunity for growth and expansion. Choose your scenery and walk in the direction of the life you want to be living. This may also be a call to take the high road and not get wrapped up in lower vibe energies. Shed anything that is not in alignment with your desired future. It's happening. I love that. I love that it's happening. Like you are making this happen. Whatever this change is, you're making it happen. Keep walking in that direction and don't necessarily let other people sway you. Let them boost you, if anything. Oh, we need some of that. All right, let's add that to the mix and walk in the direction of that too. Okay. I feel your empowered vibes here. Wow. Look at this. I didn't even see that right there on the bottom for you. Empowered vibes. Being that kind of an empowered person, walking in your authenticity in the direction of your dreams shows others that it's possible and that they can do the same. Get on board or get off the train. That's how I feel right here. Bonita, that's for you. Thank you for letting me read for you, darling. I'm gonna disconnect. Thank you. Okay. You're welcome, Bonita. Sending love to you. Let's get a couple of quick cards for some folks. I know Terry still has a reading to do, but Terry's at the end of the video. I'll instruct her. So let's do a couple of quick cards. I see you guys here. Carolyn Jane Brooks. Seven of Swords, okay, is showing up for you, Carolyn. Now, Seven of Swords is about re-strategizing, okay? I just want to say sometimes this is people sneaking around or gossiping. I don't necessarily feel like that is the case right now, Carolyn. I want to say to you that this is a call to, think outside the box as far as how to solve some of the same old problems you might find yourself in. It's important to remove yourself and think a little bit differently. Stretch your brain in different ways because there are alternate solutions if you decide to go a different strategy or route to solving some of the problems that might arise or you kind of can't seem to get a handle on. Okay, so to think a little bit broader and bigger in perspective, a different method, a different strategy, rerouting in some way will get you the desired results that you are looking for. Okay, but trying the same thing, and it's not working. That's what I'm talking about here. You got to try something a little different. Okay, Carolyn. Good, I'm glad. Pascal. Whoop. Pascal, for you. You got 2 cards here. Pascal, you've got best friend, Recognize the loving and supportive relationships in your life, even if they are few. The value of a true friend supersedes any number of acquaintances any day of the week. Have fun with your friends, family, loved ones, and pets. Now is the time to play. You deserve it. This also serves to remind you that you are the kind of friend this world needs. If you haven't found your tribe yet, those connections will be made soon. Hold space and continue to be the kind of person you would like to have as a best friend. A sticky web. Okay, listen, leaning into the comfortable relationships in your life and paying attention to things that may not, okay? Just as a spider weaves her web to meet her survival needs, some humans weave a sticky web with words that create embellished tales. These manipulations may be a survival mechanism or a learned behavior. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, lying to cover up secretive behavior, unable to remember which story was told to who, layer upon layer, all wrapped up in so many different directions. This is a call to align yourself with truth, to be concise with your words, and to recognize these kinds of patterns in yourself or in others. Remember, who are your friends and who are not. Recognizing this. Yeah, people at work, it's hard, it's a coworker, I get you. Pulling away from that. You don't have to be best friends with someone that has sticky energy. That's healthy boundaries. Like we work together, we don't have to be friends. We're both getting paid to show up and do a job, and that's where it ends. That's where it's at. That's healthy boundaries, Pascal. You don't have to compromise your energy field or your integrity by being nice or playing nice with someone for the sake of whatever status or title they may hold in your life. Sarah Pennington. Sarah Pennington, I would love to get you a card. Sarah. But there's gossip between coworkers. Yeah, abstain, Pascal. You can listen, 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 and don't interject and don't pass it along. And in fact, don't take it to heart. You don't have to listen either, but I'm saying I can feel how, even if you're receiving it because maybe you're that open and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want to talk to Pascal, he's the guy I rely on," or whatever. Um, you may choose to shut that down. Like, "Hey, I don't want to hear that nonsense about, those people. That's stuff that I don't need you guys to know." Or, you may choose to say, "Oh, I've got a meeting, I've got to go," or "I'm going to put my earbuds in," or whatever this could be. But you also don't have to pass it along, even if you choose to, allow them to unload to you because maybe they don't have somebody else, and I'm not saying gossiping is okay, but it happens. You can always release that from your energetic field, not hold it and not pass it along. Sarah Pennington, invisible is your word. Do not get comfortable feeling invisible. If you are shy, get ready for a steady increase in positive attention. Spirit is letting you know that it is time to come out of your shell. You know who you are, and it is safe to let that show. Some lovely souls may feel insignificant, unseen, undervalued, or unappreciated. The divine sees you, Sarah Pennington, and wants to remind you that your circumstances will shift and change as you remain true to yourself. Those who can truly appreciate your resonant frequency will be aligned with your path. It is okay to be seen. Sarah, that is the card I have for you, darling, and it lands right in my heart for you, honey. It is okay to be seen no matter what state you are in, you know? I feel like, "Oh, only if I'm happy do I show up, or only if I'm smiling will I let you see me, or will I answer the phone," but in all honesty, even when times are hard, there are people in your life that care about you, and sometimes it just feels good for them to be able to be there for you, because how many times have you been there for them? You don't have to go through this alone. In fact, it's healing on your journey and others for others to learn to support you in the ways that you need it. Understandable. I'm sending love to you, Sarah. It's a process, and we move through our processes in our own ways, and you are doing just fine, but it's okay. It's okay to come out of the shell eventually. Okay, I'm going to get Terry Pierce taken care of. Nope, nope, nope. Hold on. Yes. Wait. Yes. Hold on, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Terry's not here. Let's do our group pick a card message, guys. That way you don't have to stick around for a reading that's not your own. Oh, tell me about it. Our group pick a card message is going to be from the Power of Surrender cards here. I love, love, love these cards. So I'm going to get us group pick a card. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Awesome, awesome. Doing all right. This is going to be a group pick a card message, one, two, or three, live or on replay. And then after this, I'm going to jump in with that last reading that I need to do. She's gone, but she will catch it on the replay. So one, two, or three, friends. I've got one, and I've got two. Pick your card, drop it in the comments. This will be three. I'm staying till the very end, and I'll choose number three. If you pick card number one, your card is surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Number one, I love this for you. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path for yourself. Other people don't have to understand. In fact, they may not understand. It's up to you to believe in your goals. It's up to you to believe in the path that you are walking on. And you're the one who experiences it, right? All the results that come about when you make decisions to like engage with different areas of life, like you're the one who has to live with that at the end of the day and sleep in your skin at night, nobody else. So Spirit is saying, walk in alignment with what feels right for you in every moment if you're able to do that. Trust yourself, even if you don't know why. Like, I'm not sure. I don't really want to do that, but I don't have a valid reason, but I just don't really want to. Trust your intuition. There is a reason. You just may not be able to see it with your human brain, okay? It just may not be the time or of your greatest and highest good. Pay attention to these feelings and don't go against your inner knowing. I will tell you what, I've done this and you kick yourself later. You will never forget it. Now, if you pick card number two, surrender to success. It's about freaking time. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Number two, don't look back at the roadblocks or the difficulties of the past. Don't relive, rehash that stuff that keeps it alive in your energetic field. Remember what it was like to feel poor. Remember what it's like to feel you remember what it was like to feel, whatever this could be? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna take that out of there. I love Jesus. What are you talking about? May the blood of Jesus, help you, sir. Okay. Remember what it was like to feel like struggle and stress and hardship and grief and drama and whatever else? Like we can do those kinds of things and negate our successful manifestations, negate our outcomes. When you feel success coming into your life, embrace that. Don't remind yourself of how hard you've had it in the past because that keeps it alive, friends. And you don't want to manifest some hardship. Number two, that's for you. And if you pick card number three, like I did, the card is surrender to setting limits. I'm pretty sure I'm good at that. As I just banned someone on the feed who's just trying to start nonsense. Surrendering to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Number three, and I must say this, surrender to what does it say? It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships, okay? But relationships are different and require different levels of boundaries, right? My relationship with my partner is more intimate and close than say my relationship with you guys, okay? And it goes the same in your life. So paying attention to the relationship between you and that person will give you a good idea of what kind of boundaries that you should be enforcing. Okay, because Joe Schmo up the street doesn't get away with coming in with hugs and kisses, right? Healthy boundaries. You only let people get energetically as close to you as you are comfortable with, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. So set those limits and make sure that you are thinking about who you are in my life. Does this limit apply to you? Do I need to put my foot down a little more firmly? Pay attention, number 3. That is what I have for us. It matters. The relationship matters. Now, thank you guys. You are the best. Yes, you did just speak about boundaries. Come on, psychic Bernice. Are you gonna be in Get Psychic? I would love if you were in Get Psychic. I wanna just teach everybody. It's something we can all do. So I'm excited when people are able to, find that within themselves and run with it. It's awesome. I love it, love it. Okay, guys, that was our group card message. If you want to connect with me on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. I offer private sessions, tarot videos for order. My real life Oracle card deck is now for sale in my shop. Check it out, HeidiCorona.shop. See what I'm up to. I am going to jump in with Terry now. Terry did donate. She is not here and she will catch her reading on the replay. I'm at 244. Terry Pierce, I'm just going to ask your higher self to step in this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only for Terry. Terry has the 5 cards of the greatest and highest good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Terry, here we go. 2 hours and 45 minutes in. It's Terry's turn now. Terry, your current energy by the book. Ooh. Let's read this. This card conveys balance, fairness, equality, and morality. It is a call for diplomacy, a strong message to do the right thing and to make sure you follow all the rules. Dot all the I's and cross all your T's. Eyes may be watching you at this time to make sure you're doing things by the book. This could also indicate hearing news of a settlement, inheritance, legal resolution, or the need to seek legal assistance or professional intervention. Hi, Brenda Walker. Good to see you. So, Terry Pierce, by the book. This is totally you, minding your P's and Q's, living on the up and up, being the amazing, upstanding citizen that you are. Okay, I see this here balance, fairness, diplomacy. If I could describe you in a nutshell, diplomacy is an excellent word. Now, what could you stand to let go of the greatest and highest good? 3 of wands, all right? This is to be timid. I've gotta say this, I'm waiting for the right time. It's never the right time to do it, okay? I've gotta say this. This is procrastination, okay? I'm waiting for everything to line up exactly perfectly and for me to know exactly the ins and outs and to feel confident and comfortable, and as soon as I feel ready, like Spirit is calling you to do before you feel ready, okay? Because some things you you embody as you experience it, okay? And those are the things that you're psyching yourself out of here, Terry. It's like, oh, I can't experience that because I'm not ready or whatnot, but you're not going to be ready until you do it. Okay, that is going to give you the confidence. It's going to give you the feeling of I know how this works. I know what to do. So again, what could you let go of is that procrastination, putting things off, waiting for the right time. That's very elusive here. For the right time. It always seems to go further. Then there's another this or that that needs to be addressed or tied up before you can actually proceed. There's always something that can hang you up, and Spirit is calling you to let those things go. You know when you run with that, you know when you lean into that and you use that as a shield so that you don't have to proceed. Oh, it's not the right time, or I'm gonna procrastinate, put it off until I'm about to have a heart attack because now I've got to pull it off with like this super quick lightning speed, and that's not something that you have to put on yourself. Spirit is telling me that something that might propel you to really get things done, but you don't have to. You can get things done in a healthy, productive, proactive way without pinning yourself into a corner. That's kind of crutch. That you use that as a crutch for yourself. Like, "Oh, now I'm gonna, really back up myself against the wall," and boom, then I just, like, pack it as a punch, and I handle it all, and then I feel real good about that too. But in the meanwhile, darling, like, your heart, your energy, like, those heightened, frantic, that pace, it might fuel you in an adrenaline way to get stuff done, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy to use as that catalyst, that catapult to launch you in action. It's about making the decision to be actionable. and following through even when it don't feel like the right time, even at a slow pace, okay? Now, what should you lean into at this time? Whoa, craziness. Major Arcana card number 11, the Justice. Hello, current energy said you might need to seek legal assistance. Okay, you might get some kind of a settlement here. Weird. These are the same cards. These are the same cards, Terry. So, Terry, your energy. What should you lean into? More of the same. Continue doubling down on what's working for you. Continue being on the up and up and following all the rules and laws because you know that you can't cut corners because that kind of shit will come back to bite you. Someone else can rob people left and right. I bet you've said this. You know, and other people get away with so much nonsense and mischief, but I can't, park in a red zone without getting a ticket. These kinds of ways. Well, you know what? Because you're an authentic individual who's filled with integrity and you know that when you do something wrong, it's a problem, right? I feel bad about the things that I might do wrong or break rules in my life, etc. So I don't do them because things happen. You know why? Because you feel bad about it. Other people may not have the same kind of conscience or moral code of ethics that you have. Lean into this. It's not a bad thing. In fact, when you hold that code and you hold that standard, it requires other people to be of the same caliber in order to be in connection with you in your life, at work or at home, girl. This is important. You don't wanna be in connection with people who aren't of the same standard as you, who think it's okay to break rules and laws and all this. I feel this year, so keep being on the up and up. Keep being you. Keep holding that standard. Don't compromise yourself for the sake of anything else. What is real? Knight of Swords, you're making progress. That's what's real, girl. You have a vision for your life, for the future, and you are running towards that vision, even if it feels like you're at a snail's pace. Okay. Energetically, the streets are being paved for you to walk into your successful manifestations. Okay. But right now, I feel like this bird is overseeing the path, and you might be taking those steps, but you're not really seeing anything come to pass just yet. I really feel like it'll happen with this by the book and the justice card, like resolution is going to come to pass for you in a real major way, in a financial way, a physical, tangible way, a legal way, even. I really feel like destiny and fate are on your side. These things will be yours. You are moving in the right direction. I want you to know that. If anything else, what is real, you're moving in the right direction. Vision for life is real. The vision for your life is attainable and achievable, and it's not as far as far away as you might feel, and I need to highlight that it's is real and it's true, because what are your best next steps here? Nine of Swords. This is about crying, man, being angry, feeling our feelings, and it might I wanna say this is very real, Terry. This is very real, like, the vision is correct, even if you're struggling today, even if you're down in the dumps right now, you know what I mean? How in the heck am I on my path? How am I at the right pace? How is everything supposed to be right when I feel kinda crummy? When I have struggles and fears and doubts and frustrations and worries and maybe sleepless nights and all these other things, and I've got stuff going on inside of me that is really riling me up. How? How, Heidi? When I'm a good person and the good people finish last. Good people don't finish last, alright? The feelings that you are feeling are fuel to propel you into a brighter future. The things that let you down, the things that keep you down, the things that poke at you, the things that cause you to feel some kind of way that's outside of what you like to feel are signposts for you, like the bumper edges of, when you go bowling, right? The bumper edges. When you feel these kinds of feelings, you're hitting a bumper. "I shouldn't go this way. This isn't for me. This isn't something that I need to be engaging with." Some of these things are in the past. They still bother you, that's okay, get right with those, man. Yeah, I'm pissed about the past, it sucks. People did me wrong or I hurt people or whatever this could be and let it go. Close that chapter. You are not your past, you are not who you used to be. I feel some kind of regrets here about time lost, missed opportunities. How come I'm getting this for you again? Something about you did not ruin anyone's life. Terry, I just wanna give you that right now. You might be feeling like somehow I've taken things from people. or I ruined someone's life, or someone's trying to say that, throw salt on me somehow. I want to say that's not true. Absolutely not true in the least. Other people may wanna hide behind what you did to me because they don't want to own up to the quality of life that they themselves are able to maintain. Best next steps, I have to tell you, look, you're going forward on your path. Best next steps is to get right about what's not working for you so that you can remove those kinds of things from the past, okay? Because you don't waste your time on things that are outside of whatever's in alignment with your future. You know what these are because they feel not right for you anymore, or they cause you grief, heartache, problems right here and now. Terry, that is what I have for you, sweetheart. Sending love to you, and I'm praying for Deborah as well. I hope that things are going well there. I think you can create a custom amount, Karma. I'm not sure. Um, yes, I have utmost faith in spirit, first and foremost. Let's see here. Can getting psychic help more with manifestation? I believe it does. I believe it does. You tap in with your intuition, then you're able to align, with your manifestations, more easily. And not only that, but when you learn the energetics of this dimension and how those kinds of things actually work, then it's to your benefit to, when you understand how it works, and then, yes, you can move yourself into alignment more easily with the things that you manifest and desire. And in the Get Psychic program, yes, we will talk about, your greatest and highest path and the kind of vibration that you keep and the way that life can show up. And those things do need to be addressed as well to make space for more in your life, to make space for what is now in alignment with your changing vibration. So if you're interested in that, Karma, absolutely. Tapping in with your intuition will help you in more areas than you can imagine, including your manifestation goals. Okay. Um, Brenda Walker, do you have a certain question, honey? I already did the group pick a card message and I was just about to wrap it up here. But I would love to get you a quick message and someone else. Navixa, career guidance. Navixa, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I see you there. Career guidance. I'd love to give you a card very quickly on your career guidance. And thank you, Brenda, for those stars, honey. I do appreciate that. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. You see those cards? Look, you see me shuffling all the cards. This is 2 decks here. My deck and Chris Ann's Light Years Tarot. Navixa. They're asking about career guidance. The first card that you got is the 8 of Swords. And this is about feeling trapped or confined and restricted in the place where you are at. So career guidance, I feel like you can't be free at that job, and it's beneficial for you to, decide to plan and seek outside of whatever it is that you're currently kind of wrapped up in, to find growth or expansion. Okay, Navixa, that's what I'm getting here with this card. You got the 8 of Swords, and check it out from my own deck. You literally got the same card, Caged. That's crazy, right? The same card. How do these complement each other? Terry got the same card too, by the book and Justice. This is the same card, 8 of Swords and Caged, okay? So this lovely butterfly should not be caged. She has a path, a purpose, and a beautiful light to shine. The cage represents feeling confined, restricted, or bound by your circumstances in some way. The inability to feel free in one or more areas of your life. We can create our own cages or accept the cages that others put us into. Others may do this to selfishly absorb our precious light and energy all to themselves. The cage is illusion. You are like the butterfly transforming. You can transcend your cage, butterfly, whatever it may be. Terry, I just finished your reading. It started at the 2 hours and 45-minute mark, Terry. I just finished your reading, and I was just gonna pull 1 card for Brenda. Okay, well, thank you, Karma. Yeah, I appreciate that most definitely. Yeah, Terry, I just did your reading. That's crazy. I hope that Deborah's all right, and I'm sending love to you and her. Brenda Walker. I'm gonna get you a card here from my own well, from these cards. Okay, it's on the bottom, they say. Brenda, you're asking if next year will be more peaceful. I feel like it can be, but it's important to keep an eye on, communication, okay? So telephone is the card for you. You know that old classroom game, telephone? One person whispers, I'm sorry, wow, I'm feeling all congested all of a sudden, whoa. Boundaries, congestion speaks to me of boundaries, Brenda. I am having a time. You know that old classroom game, telephone? One person whispers a secret to the next, and so on. It passes down the line until the last person shouts out something that ends up hilariously different from the original statement. This card urges you to be careful about what you are sharing and with whom. Your information may not stop with them, and there is also the potential for it to be distorted. Unless you want to eventually be the topic of gossip, don't contribute to the problem. Disconnected disconnect from toxic communications. Keep personal information close to your chest. Brenda, and that includes, stresses. You woke up congested, tell me about it. All of a sudden, I'm connecting with you, and I'm totally congested again, but I already am, but it was worse. Okay, let's get right. Let's heal, Brenda. Bring in the healing, please, God, for me, for Brenda, for anyone else who may need a touch of healing, please. I feel it here. Sending love and healing angels. Come in, please. You would like some healing energy just lovingly wrapped around you and absorbed into your energetic field. Go ahead and in your mind and your heart or out loud say yes, sending healing from spirit to anyone who would like to receive, and I do. I'm sure Brenda does. Bring in healing spirit. Bring in healing spirit. I feel my palms burning. Breathe deeply to let it settle in with you. Spirit. Brenda, this telephone card, okay, I just want to say real quick, um, try not to share your sob stories or struggles or hardships or sad stories with too many people, especially people who, um, okay, so there's a call here for gossip, all right, but also I feel people who hold you very deeply, okay, people who feel your pain. Um, Sometimes we can share our stuff with someone else, and this is what they're giving me for you, Brenda, is like, okay, imagine that, like, there's a pipe that flows of energy through you, and you can the energy flows through you, and you might be feeling this emotion, okay, and then you share it with someone else, but their pipe doesn't flow as quick as yours. So when you share that with someone else, then you're moving through it, and they're holding it. Okay, so they're holding this version of you within themselves, within their hearts. Okay, oh, Brenda's ailing, Brenda's sick, Brenda's struggling, whatever. And they're holding it, and it's not moving through them. They're holding you in that space. Therefore, you're trying to flush that pattern, and it's still kept alive in someone else because you shared it and they're not letting it go. Okay, that's what I feel with the telephone card here. So be mindful of what kinds of passing passing things you might share with people that to hold because that contributes to the image that they have of you, and it kind of, in essence, makes it a little harder for you to shake the pattern. Okay, I'll just say that. Brenda, that's what I have for you. Oh, I think you know who they're talking about. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brenda. I'm glad you are aware so you can think twice before you share these kinds of things. And in fact, speak up when you're sharing with people who want to hold that. Let them hold positive space for you. Let them hold your successes. Hey, I'm feeling better today. My back doesn't hurt. How great is that? Good for you. You're feeling better. And let them hold that space so you can sit in that energy for a little bit longer. I'm not saying that's how it always works. You are your own person with free will choice, but this is an energetic dimension. And when we have bonds with people, sometimes we can stick ourselves and hold ourselves in certain belief structures, okay? So be proactive and aware. That is what I have for you, Brenda. Send in love, honey. And I thank you guys. We've been on for over 3 hours. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. If you guys want to get psychic with me, man. Check it out. The links are in the description box, HeidiCorona.shop. Till the next one, I send everybody so much love and so many blessings. Good night, friends.